swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights, Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high, Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more, White Sox flash, Royals play proud, Dr. Delay is calling every crowd, Astros climb, the Rangers ride, Mariners crash with ocean pride, A's still swing, Angels shine, baseball hearts on the line, under the stadium lights, whoa, fastballs fly through summer nights, crowds go wild, that sound ignites, Dr. Delay is alive, the game feels right, Braves bring heat, Mets go long, Philly fights with a victory song, Nationals reload, Marlins dive, it's MLB, we're all alive, Cubs in Wrigley cheer so loud, Cards and Reds draw every crowd, Brew Crew swinging, Pirates play bold, Steel City pride in the black and gold, Dodgers dash and Giants climb, Padres bring fire every time, Rockies rise in mountain air, D-back strike, we'll meet them there, under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights, home run steals and extra fights, Dr. Delay is live, it's baseball nights, from Three Rivers to PNC nights, Pittsburgh power in the city lights, Dr. Delay calling every play, black and gold till the final day, let's go Bucks,
We've got more Pirates baseball for you guys on the channel. I, of course, am Dr. Delay. And the Chicago Cubs and the Pittsburgh Pirates have Game 3 of this 4-game series for you. And, again, the Pirates have won the first two of the game. Or series. I don't know why I can't speak right now. It's horrible. I'm trying to do all this stuff. Multitasking. I clearly can't multitask. All I can tell you is that the Pirates and Cubs have Game 3 tonight. Hopefully it's a good one. Hopefully it's a better game than the intro of this dang stream. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hopefully all is well because, yeah, this guy can't talk. Oh, well. It is what it is. Hopefully we lock in and hopefully it's a good broadcast. Yeah, we're just going to move on and never talk about it again. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thank you very much, as always, for giving me a chance to call the game for you guys. Again, the Pirates, 29-26, winning the first two games of the series. Looking pretty good. Again, the first game, more of a defensive or pitching duel. Pirates were able to win that one. And, of course, yesterday the offense exploded. And looking to continue that into today's game. Starting pitcher for the Pirates is Bubba Chandler, 1-6 record with a 4.60 ERA, and he needs to really have a good start because obviously he's been kind of up and down, and yeah, we need to see him look pretty good. I mean, the Cubs, of course, have lost 10 in a row. You got to know that they are due for a win. They're not just going to keep on losing. So eventually they will start putting it together. Hopefully it's after the series with the Pirates and not during. So again, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll look at our starting lineups for the Chicago Cubs. They'll be, of course, leading off. Pete Armstrong's going to be leading off for the Cubs, followed by Nico Horner. He's going to be at second. Michael Busch will be at first. He's batting third. Alex Bregman is batting fourth. He is Michael Busch is at first. Alex Bregman at third. I don't know what's going on with me tonight. I apologize. Ian Happ is batting fifth. He's in left. Seiya Suzuki is in right, batting sixth. Moises Ballesteros DHing today. He's batting seventh. Carson Kelly is batting eighth. He's at catcher. And Dansby Swanson at shortstop. He is batting ninth. And, of course, those numbers are the batting average. Russell, thank you very much for the $10 donation, or $20 donation. Oh, my goodness, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. That is very generous. Again, I really do appreciate it. Never feel obligated to do so, but I really do. Thank you for that. So W's in the chat for Russell. Thank you very much, sir. I really do appreciate it very much. And, of course, as soon as I can, I'll be sure to have the 3D up for you guys. Looks like there's going to be a small delay, but it shouldn't be more than a minute. They're just now getting onto the field, so a little bit of a delay on Dr. Delay. So very much, thank you very much. Your friend and Jonesy donated. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Let's go Pirates. Appreciate you woodworking for tuning in. Again, thank you everyone for tuning in tonight. Let's go Bucks. Let's go Buccos. W's. Appreciate you guys. Kelly needs, why would you move Griffin? I don't really hate that move personally. Spencer Horwitz has been swinging a good bat. I know he's not your typical leadoff guy, but I'm okay with putting a hot hitter leading off. But my biggest issue is Marcell Ozuna not batting ninth. He needs to bat ninth. Don't know why he's anywhere other than 9. He's at 7, hitting in front of Endy Rodriguez, who's been swinging a good bat. So I just don't understand the fascination of having him bat anywhere other than that. It's ridiculous. You can argue that he could bat 8th for Esmeralyn Valdez, but Valdez has hit 2 home runs in the last week. So I don't understand. I don't get it. But yeah, I get you. The lineup's never going to be perfect, but I think that's more of a glaring hole. And of course, Connor, again, is swinging a good bat. If there's people in front of him, he can bring him in, bring him on in. He really can. I just don't get it. Looks like we are about ready for coverage here in Pittsburgh. Hopefully the 3D will start it up. Looks like it's going to be a pitch or two because Chandler is on the mound. PCA at the plates. Here is the pitch, and that's going to be popped up. And that will be a souvenir. That was high up there. Pete Armstrong batting .224, OPS of .676, 6 home runs and 23 RBIs. Gotta make sure the chat won't be swallowed up by the 3D. There we go. 3D is up for you guys. Chat is now over here. All right, we're good. 0-1 count to PCA, the pitch, and that's going to be upstairs. Ball 198 on the fastball. Again, Bubba Chandler with a 4.60 ERA needs to really attack that strike zone because he just, and of course go deep into this outing. It's just another thing. He exits after 5 as that's going to be fouled back and it's 1-2. Again, just the potential is there, but he's just gotta figure it out. How's it going, Roy? Welcome on in. New Hampshire back to Rowlett, Texas tomorrow. There we go. Well, thank you very much for listening in. Here is the pitch. That's going to be fouled back. It's 1-2. With the beautiful wife listening in. There we go. Bubba needs to have a good game. He does. 1-2 count. Chandler kicks and delivers way outside. Ball goes back and hits the brick. Oh my goodness, 2-2. And again, yeah, shout out Jonesy as well. Russell and Jonesy, appreciate it. Let's go Bucks, appreciate you, Nick. Tech with the GG, that's not a good sign. 2-2 count. Here is the pitch to PCA. That's popped up. Endy is running backwards. Endy is not under it as that falls into about the 4th row. So 2-2 count. PCA with 2 pop-ups. Horwitz needs a back cleanup. I don't know. I don't know about that. PCA signed with the Brewers, but decided to stay and sabotage the Cubs instead. I guess so. I guess I appreciate you, Sabbath, for tuning in. Drink your water. I will drink my water. 2-2 count. Chandler sets as he kicks and delivers. That's going to be yanked to right. On the run is the right fielder, and that is a foul ball. Valdez was giving it a good run, but no, sir, just landed foul. It's like an older gentleman got the ball and handed it to a kid. Never happened to me, I'm just saying. Anyway, right on what happened with SB. SB, is SB here? Let's see, SB. How's it going, SB? Welcome on in. Appreciate everyone again for tuning in. 2-2 counts to Pete Crow Armstrong. Chandler rocks and fires. Ground ball, foul ball. As this at bat continues 2-2. Not really a good sign, but, you know, it is just one at bat. Little class forgot to turn off notification off. Oh my gosh. Turn notifications off. That is tough. This guy, Michael, hates me. Here's the 2-2. Just missing there with the changeup. 3-2. Again, appreciate you, Michael, for hanging out. Of course, Free of the Beard. Thank you very much. Go Bucks. Longest losing streak in the majors. Currently, it would be all the Cubs. Donna, welcome on in. The 3-2 inside ball force. After all that, PCA is awarded first base. Again, just the struggles continue for Chandler. 10 pitches for one batter, and he loses them. And that'll bring up Nico Horner's batting .252, OPS of .706, 4 home runs and 31 RBIs. Here is the pitch. That's going to be missed down below the zone. 1-0 to Nico Horner. MLB history? I do not know. I do not know, Stefan. No. That's a good one. It's a good question. Yeah, maybe someone in the chat knows. 1-0 count. The pitch. And that's in there for a called strike. Taking all the way. Not a bad decision by Nico. I mean, Chandler having trouble locating the strike zone again. Pete Crow Armstrong, he was chasing out of the zone as well. Part of the reason why that bat went so long. Making contact on pitches out of the zone, fouling him off. 1-1 counts. Chandler delivers. Sweeper way outside. 2-1 to Nico Horner. Chandler already at 13 pitches. Fear the Beard still feels good about a sweep. 26-game losing streak. Wow, that is quite a bit. I don't think Chicago will even touch that, as that's going to be a pickoff attempt, but PCA is back safe and sound. Yeah, no, Chicago, again, definitely a talented team, and they are bound to break out of it. Hopefully, it's after they leave Pittsburgh. 2-1 count. Chandler sets and delivers. Ground ball, and that squeezes through for a base hit. And you're going to have runners on first and second for the Cubs with still nobody out. That'll bring up Michael Busch. Batting .231, OPS of .749, 6 home runs and 30 RBIs on the season. Is really nice. Well, yeah, no, it's really cool stuff. The airplane just landed back in Pittsburgh. There we go. Again, Michael Busch at the plate. Runners on first and second. Nobody out the pitch. Checks his swing, but it's right down the middle for a called strike. 0-1 to Michael Busch. Chandler looks back at PCA, the pitch, and that's going to be a slider down and away. It's 1-1. A little bit of a nerve-wracking start for the Pirates. 1-1. Chandler checks and fires. That's going to be inside. 2-1. Of course, again, as always, you got to score to win. So the Pirates offense, we kind of knew that they would have to put up some runs. It's like the pitching coach going to have a chat with Chandler here. 2-1 counts. Nobody out, runners on. He's going to talk with Chandler like, hey, man, how many starts do you need to kind of get in the flow of things? Of course, the pitching coach, one of the slowest guys I've ever seen as far as walking speed, of course. I want to make that clear. Definitely takes his time to go to the mound. I mean, already the umpire's coming out to tell the guy, hey, he's got to go, and he just got there. So I don't know, umpire having a word like, hey, you know, you can't just take a minute to go out there and expect to have much to say. Getting the dental implants tomorrow. Pray for me here for the healing process. Oh, man, okay. Yeah, if you're the praying type, make sure to send up a prayer for Fear to Beard. Make sure to do it. Mets have the longest losing streak this year at 12. Wow. All right, we're back in action. 2-1 counts. Here is the pitch. That is in there for a called strike. Bush is going to challenge. And I think Bush is actually going to win this. So it would be a 2-2 count if the call stands, but it's not going to. And, yep, inside, 3-1. Cubs not letting Chandler get out of this. So 3-1 to Bush. Chandler fires. That is inside. Chandler's going to challenge. So Bush walks. Chandler challenges. And it's never good when the pitcher's challenging. I don't like when the pitcher does it. That's a ball. So the Pirates losing a challenge. Chandler's got to be so frustrated. I mean, that is just not good. Already just, again, not getting, you know, of course, the challenge correct, but also have just surrendered so many pitches and has yet to record an out. So the Pirates already down to one challenge. Here is the pitch to Alex Bregman. That's in there for a called strike, 0-1. Spending .259, OPS of .699, 4 home runs and 16 RBIs. And Michael, of course, pulling against the Pirates. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Now in front of Bregman. Oh, and 2 counts. The pitch to Bregman in the dirt. 1-2 to Bregman. Chandler, 22 pitches. Eventually, he's got to figure it out. And entering today with a 1-6 record. I mean, it's not ideal. Of course, I know records aren't everything, but here's the 1-2. That's going to be in the dirt, 2-2. Of course, that 4.60 ERA, honestly, I'm surprised it's that low. It really feels like his ERA much higher than that. Two and 2 counts. Chandler sets, and he's going to step off. Chandler shaking his head as he does. Just clearly lacking confidence on the mound. I mean, you can just see it. It's plain for everyone to see. 2-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Bregman can't believe it. But you better believe it. One away here for the Cubs. Much needed strikeouts. Fastball elevated. It's been kind of what he's been doing the entire time. But, well, when you get a guy to 2 strikes, more likely to swing out of the zone. Ian Happ at the plate. Here is the pitch, and that's going to be fouled back 0-1, 99 on the fastball. Ian Happ's batting .212, OPS of .769, 4 homers and 10 home runs and 21 RBIs. Has definitely produced at the plate this year. 0-1 count. Chandler kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Andy was about to throw to third, but it wouldn't really mattered. PCA taking a kind of a big lead over there. Oh, and 2 count. Chandler sets. Kicks and deals. Fastball way upstairs. And he had to stand up to make the catch. 1 and 2. Let's go on, Becky. Welcome on in. 1 and 2. The pitch. That is once again found back. Chandler with 28 pitches here in the first. Bases loaded, 1 out. Not an ideal, but again, he has yet to allow anything. And, you know, hopefully that stays that way. 1 and 2. Chandler checks on some runners, kicks and fires. Just missing with the slider. 2 and 2 to Ian Happ. And he pointing at Chandler like, hey, good pitch. That's what we like. The 2-2. That's going to be roped in right center. That's going to score a couple. 1 run's going to score. Another run scores. And 2 runs score on that, as that is a 2 RBI single for the Cubs. And they have already matched their series total in runs scored just here in the first. And they are looking for more, as again, they have runners on the corners with just 1 out. And Seiya Suzuki will come to the plate. He's batting .235, OPS of .738, 7 home runs and 17 RBIs. All right, Chandler sets and fires. That is inside. Ball 196 on the sinker to Seiya Suzuki. One and 0 count. The pitch. That's a chopper to short. Possible double play. There's 1 and 2. A double play. So he gets a double play. Just a batter later. Cubs leading 2-0 over the Pirates as we go to the bottom of the first inning. Here comes the bullpen, this guy. Walks will kill you. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. Well, again, still a long way to go. Of course, still plenty of time left in this one. And, of course, again, the Pirates offense, hopefully they can kind of piggyback on what they did yesterday and attack the Cubs starting pitcher, which is a familiar face, the former Pirate Jameson Taillon. He comes in with a 2-4 record, a 5.20 ERA. And, of course, we'll check out the starting lineups for the Pirates. Brought to you by YouTube memberships for just 99 cents a month. You can support the channel and, of course, would unlock access to specific emojis unique to the channel. Spencer Horwitz going to be leading off for the Pirates. He's at first today, followed by Brandon Lowe's at second, Brian Reynolds in left, Nick Gonzalez playing at third, O'Neal Cruz is in center, Connor Griffin is at short, Marcell Ozuna is DHing today. He's batting 7th. Andy Rodriguez is catching. He's batting 8th, and Esmeralyn Valdez will be your number 9 hole hitter out and right. So there you go. That is your starting lineup for your Pittsburgh Pirates. I need to give Bubba a hug. Yeah, I guess so. Bubba needs some mental health. He definitely, I mean, he lacks confidence. You can clearly see it. Chin up. There we go. We can. All right, again, Jameson Taillon, the starting pitcher for the Cubs. Leadoff hitter for the Pirates is Spencer Horwitz, who has been pretty solid as of late. He really has been. He's batting .289, OPS of .858, 6 home runs and 25 RBIs. As Taillon kicks and delivers, that's going to be in there for a called strike run away here in the bottom of the first. Spencer Horwitz, again, has been pretty solid as of late. Pirates flag uniform behind you. Well, I mean, I had this right there. I had to wear it, though, to change stuff up as Horwitz skies this to shallow center. Swanson is under it and makes the catch for out number 1. Okay, Pirates broadcast freezing on me. Unfortunate, but we're good. All right, Brandon Lau will be batting second today. He's batting .270, OPS of .906, 13 home runs and 33 RBIs. Under 12. Under 12. I'm trying to. I don't remember seeing what 12 meant there. 0-1 there, as that's a breaking ball in there for a called strike. Andrew McCutcheon got DFA. Yep, saw that. Saw that. Just happened a few hours ago. 0-1 count. Tyone kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. To allow Tyone kicks and delivers, checks the swing. It's a sweeper in the dirt. 1-2. He did not go. One and two. Tyone rocks and fires. That's going to be sent out to the left, but that's going to hook foul. Still 1-2. Oh, under 12. Yes, that's right. The under 12 runs. That's right. You went with 5, and then you changed it to 12. 1-2. That's going to be a chopper to first, and that is a foul ball. Luckily, it is. So Lau will get another opportunity. Honestly, if the first baseman Bush were hustling, he could have gotten that prior to going foul, but no, sir, he did not. Once again, a 1-2 count to Brandon Lau, as Cubs already ahead 2-0 over the Pirates. Tyone sets, kicks, and delivers. That's going to be popped up, and that is a foul ball. Mariners over the Athletics 9-1. Of course, again, I have the ticker for you guys if you're wondering what's going on across MLB, and you don't, can't wait for the end of the innings when I usually do that. There you go. We got it covered. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. He'll have to run to first, though, as the throw to first is official. He is out. So there's a strikeout for Tyone. And there's 2 away. Brian Reynolds is batting .256, OPS of .769, 4 home runs and 34 RBIs. Andrew will always be a Pirate. He will be, for sure. Here is the pitch to Reynolds. That's going to be off the plate, ball 1. Jared Jones good. Yeah, he was all right. It's pretty solid. I think Pirate fans maybe remember him too well. I don't think he was that amazing. He was definitely fun, as Reynolds gives us a ride to right. On the run is the right fielder, leaping. Can't make the catch. It's off the wall. Reynolds going to jog into second. Suzuki, of course, throws it in. Reynolds with a 2-out double. That will work. Suzuki gave a good effort. Again, he leapt off the wall and did not make the catch. Good effort. Oh, man, yeah, back. Oh, he grabbed his back immediately. That is tough. But he did hustle, make the catch. He's still out there. Here's Speedy Gonzalez. Nicky G at the plate. He looks at a pitch outside, ball 1. Speedy Gonzalez, of course, a fan favorite here on the channel. He's batting .304, OPS of .713, no homers and 22 RBIs. 1-0 count to Gonzalez. Here is the pitch. Ground ball to third. Bregman with it, throws to first, gets him by a step for out number 3. All right, well, we go to the top of the second. The Cubs leading 2-0 over the Pirates. All right, let me go ahead and check out the scores from across Major League Baseball. Currently happening, the Orioles leading over the Rays 5-0 in the top of the second. The Tigers leading the Angels 1-0 in the top of the second. The Braves and the Red Sox 0-0 in the top of the second, and that is all for now. Final scores from earlier in the day. The Blue Jays winning 2-1 over the Marlins, Indians over the Nationals 3-2, Brewers over the Cardinals 2-1. I actually did cover that one. This is a doubleheader today on the channel. Mariners 9, Athletics 1, Diamondbacks 3, Giants 2, and the Phillies 3, Padres nothing. There you go. That's what's been happening across the MLB world. How's it going, Brandon? Welcome on in. Folks, make sure to leave a like. We're at 80 likes, trying to get to 150. That is kind of the standard here. Try to do that for pirate streams. But if we can get to 200, that'd be great as well. So thank you very much for tuning in. Hopefully you're enjoying the broadcast. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If everyone subscribed to the channel right now, we would hit 9,100. We would. We have a lot of people in the chat, so thank you very much for, again, allowing me to call the game for you guys. Reynolds is waking up. Yeah, it's getting closer to June. Do you want to sleep or to split? Well, I can't really do the split unless you're talking about a banana split, which I don't know. I've actually never had a banana split. Sleep would be good. I actually tried to take a nap earlier and could not, but I really am. I'm tired. Clemente Wall, yep, off the yeah, Clemente Wall. I should say that, huh? I'll have to get that more into my noggin. Son forced me to be bad cop dad for a few. Who said the Cubs could have runs? Oh man, that is tough. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs. Ball one. We're backing away here in the top of the second. Due up for the Cubs is Moises Ballesteros, Carson Kelly, and Dansby Swanson. Your 7, 8, and 9 hitters for the Cubs. The 1-0 is going to be in there for a called strike. 96 on the changeup. Not sure if that is accurate, but that's what it was called. 1-1 to Ballesteros. That's going to be skied, and that's going to be a foul ball 1-2. One and two counts. A little bit of a delay, but we're back in action. A delay on Dr. Delay. 1-2 count. Chandler rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. Fastball way upstairs. Ballesteros offered at it. He struck him out. We will take that. One away here in the top of the second. So at least going to get his confidence up. I mean, that was at his shoulders. He was in swing mode for sure. I mean, that was actually more at his head than anything. As Carson Kelly will step up to the plate, batting .300. OPS of 776. Swing and a miss, strike one. That was an elevated fastball. Now the Cubs are swinging at everything, I suppose. 2 home runs and 17 RBIs. Kelly going to ask for time and just try to recompose himself. Coming for a close one at least. Good afternoon from Vegas. Appreciate you, Bearface, for tuning in. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be fouled. That's going to be an 0-2. Need 0 home runs. You need a home run hitter, batting cleanup. Well, I mean, I get it. You know, as of late, he has been kind of a struggle, but he really was bringing in a lot of RBIs. I mean, that has been the case. Or it hasn't been the case, but you know, I know it's kind of backwards, right? You normally would think of a power hitter, but really, again, cleanup, just kind of cleaning up the bases. I mean, I guess technically you did there, grounding into grounding a third. 1-2 as that one misses high and inside. Almost hit Kelly. Well, yes, Bob, I obviously want the Pirates to win. I don't think I go into any series thinking I want the Pirates to lose. That's never happened in my life. So that's going to be a tapper to Chandler. Chandler, oh, he couldn't get it. Griffin gets it, throws to first, and he is safe. Chandler trying to make a play, could not. Griffin, good job backing him up there, but just could not get there in time. So that should be an infield single. Chandler trying to barehand it. Honestly, good stuff by Griffin. All right, Dansby Swanson at the plate, batting 183, OPS of 621, 7 home runs and 27 RBIs, as that's going to be inside, ball 196 on the sinker. I feel like that's what the changeup was earlier. Probably a sinker. 1-0 to Swanson. The 1-0 is that's going to be hit to right. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Valdez is there. He will throw it to second, but of course Kelly is definitely there. So back-to-back singles for the Cubs. That'll flip the lineup over for the Cubs as Pete Crow Armstrong will step up to the plate. He walked in his first appearance. Hopefully the Pirates didn't use up all their runs yesterday. Yeah, it's a lot of people were saying that yesterday, and we'll see. Hopefully not. The pitch, that's going to be in there for a called strike 0-1. I'm sure that wasn't Marcell Ozuna. Yeah, no, I can confirm. You said at the beginning of the series you want a split. I mean, I would take a split, yes. But, you know, if you have the opportunity, of course, to sweep, then, yeah, I'll take it. Of course. Yeah, no, I mean, obviously the Cubs, yeah, they're struggling. But you definitely, if you, at worst case scenario, split your, if you split all your 4-game series and win your 2 out of 3, then obviously you're happy. Then you're in the playoffs. But, yeah, I mean, oh, well, we won 2. You know, you definitely want to go for win 3 or 4. That's going to be sent out to left. Reynolds is under it, makes the catch for out number 2. So, yes, the times have changed. The Pirates winning their first 2 games. Yeah, well, yeah, you want to win the next 2. You've won the first 2, you can definitely win the next 2. All right, like I said, Bob's a troll. I keep forgetting that. I keep engaging Bob. That's tough. Nico Horner at the plate. Singled in his first appearance. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. The pitch is going to be in there for a called strike 0-1. How's it going, Seema? Welcome on in. Let's go, Pirates. Saw that your Phillies won, so I bet you're happy. I bet you're a very happy Seema Fox. 0-1, Chandler sets. Kicks and fires. That's going to be sent out to right, and that is going to be a fair ball. Valdez charging in. He will throw to second. The Cubs score. Nico is 2 for 2. Now with an RBI as the Cubs lead 3-0. Kind of jammed him. Really weak contact. Unfortunate for Chandler. But that is, sometimes it's all you need. So 3-0 Cubs, and that'll bring up Michael Busch, who walked in his first appearance. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Chandler delivers. That's going to be foul back 0-1. You think we should place Jones and Chandler? Yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Oh, and 1 count to Busch. Chandler sets. And delivers. That's going to be fastball, but not getting the call. Wow. It's 1-1. Chandler wanted a challenge, but he already lost the challenge. 1-1. Chandler sets and fires. That's going to be ripped to right, but that's a foul ball. Oh, man, that was smoked. Good snag by the ball girl, honestly. And it's, again, 1-2. Runners, again, on the corners with 2 outs. Cubs with a chance to really break this game open. Of course, the Pirates, their offense is going to have to get it going. Hopefully they get it going tonight. Dotel is there. He is. But he is obviously not on the mound yet. 1-2 counts. Pickoff attempt. Chandler seems to be worried about Horner. One and 2. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. The Cubs do score a run thanks to Nico Horner. An RBI single, making it 3-0 over the Pirates. How's it going, JJ? Welcome on in. Good luck with your second stream. Cubs, of course, beating up on the Pirates right now. But, you know, it is what it is. Again, thank you, JJ, for hanging out. And, again, good luck with your Yankees-Royals stream. And, of course, folks, make sure to check out Play-by-Play with JJ. Friend of the channel, of course, and calls the Phillies. He does the Phillies, Sixers, and the Eagles. Kind of a Philadelphia guy, but he does cover other stuff. Again, he's covering the Yankees and the Royals. So that's proof that he covers other games as well. So make sure to check him out. It is free to check him out. Just letting you know. And, of course, again, thank you for tuning in tonight for this one. Obviously, if you're a Pirates fan, not exactly a great start. But, again, we're only an inning and a half through this thing. Still plenty of baseball left. So, yeah, make sure, again, to hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. It is free, as we are over 100 likes. So, again, trying to get to 150. And, of course, if we can get to 200, that would be pretty fantastic. I'll have to check out this text message from Trisk later after the stream. Nothing serious. But yeah, if everyone subscribes to the channel tonight, we would hit 9,100. Obviously, probably not going to happen, but you never know. You never know if you don't ask. Due up for the Pirates will be O'Neal Cruz, Connor Griffin, and Marcell Ozuna. Your 5, 6, and 7 hitters for your Pittsburgh Pirates. All right, Cruz at the plate. He's batting .265, OPS of 790, 11 home runs and 35 RBIs. Pitch count. Oh, Chandler was at high 40s, low 50s. I can't recall. I'll let you know in the next half inning. Tyone sets and fires. That's going to be off the plate, ball 1. So we're back underway here in Pittsburgh. 1-0 to O'Neal Cruz. The pitch. Check the swing. He did. 1-1. Yeah, the fastball was elevated there. Tyone, by the way, at 15 pitches. A pretty solid first inning for him. Did allow the double to Reynolds, but nothing came of it. Here is the 1-1. That's going to be sent out to right. Suzuki is back at the warning trap. Leaping. Makes the catch up against the wall. Round 1, so he makes this catch. Look at that, Suzuki. Suzuki's back is going to be, I guess, a little sore after this game. Connor Griffin at the plate, batting .261, OPS of 704, 3 home runs and 20 RBIs. Tyone sets and fires, checks his swing. It's going to be inside, ball 192 on the sinker. 1-0 to Griffin. No good, it's not. Appreciate you, Burley. 1-0, the pitch as Griffin sends this to left. Happ is under it and makes the catch. Quickly, 2 away for the Pirates. And that'll bring up Marcell. The strikeout Ozuna is batting .185, OPS of 575. 5 homers and 21 RBIs. Win percentage versus right-handed starters this season. The Pirates actually have the second best record when they play righties, 24-16. They are a 600 ball club when they play or play against right-handed starting pitchers. They're only behind the Braves in that department. 1-0 to Ozuna as that one's outside. Appreciate you, AJ. Thank you very much. Here's the 1-0. That's a breaking ball off the plate, 2-0. With this offering, I bless the Pirates to win. Go Buccos. Appreciate you, AJ. Again, you guys already got me with the W's. W's in the chat for AJ. I appreciate it, man. Thank you guys so much for your support of the channel. Here's the 2-0, and that's going to be popped up. And that's going to be a foul ball. Call the power bank. We need more than that. 2-1 count. Tyone nods. Sets, kicks, and deals. As Ozuna gives us a good ride, but it's going to be caught by Happ. Hit right to him. That was very quickly done for the Pirates. We go to the top of the third. Cubs leading 3-0 over the Pirates. That ball was hit well, just not much elevation on it. All right, well, thank you guys again for hanging out. Cubs 3, Pirates nothing. Appreciate the double dog. Appreciate you, Highways. Thank you very much. Thank you for the $10 donation. You guys are, wow, that's very nice. You guys have been awesome. Jeez. Yeah, thank you for the super chat. I really do appreciate it, man. It's almost an insult that Ozuna's batting higher than Valdez. Yeah, I know. He really should be at 9. I don't know why he's not at 9. I don't know. All right, we'll check out some scores real quick. Give me a few seconds here. All right, let's see. We have the Orioles leading 5-0 over the Rays in the top of the third. The Tigers 2, Angels nothing in the top of the third. Braves and the Red Sox 0-0 top of the third. And the Reds and the Mets 0-0 as they go to the bottom of the first inning. Blue Jays 2, Marlins 1. That is final. Again, all these final here. The Indians over the Nationals 3-2. Brewers over the Cardinals 2-1. Mariners 9, A's 1. Diamondbacks 3, Giants 2, and the Phillies over the Padres 3-0. All right. And thank you guys for hanging out today. Obviously, we hope that the Pirates can get some more stuff going. All right, due up for the Cubs will be Alex Bregman, Ian Happ, and Seiya Suzuki, your 4, 5, and 6 hitters for the Cubs. All right, Alex Bregman struck out in his first appearance. He'll be leading off things for the Cubs. Chandler on the mound for the Pirates. Chandler at 51 pitches. For those wondering, the pitch is going to be inside, ball 1. We're backing our way, 96 on the sinker. Cubs again have lost 10 in a row. They are definitely due. They are overdue for a win. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be upstairs, 2-0. 96 on the fastball. Ozuna should be riding the bench. Oh, yeah, I completely agree there, too. Yeah, for sure, Fred. For sure. 2-0. The pitch. That's going to be ground ball to second. Lau gathers and throws to first for out number 1. That'll work. All right, and that'll bring up Ian Happ, who had a 2 RBI single in his first appearance. The pitch is that's going to be sent out to left center field. Reynolds on the run. Cruz on the run. Cruz makes the catch at the warning track for round number 2. All right, that'll bring up Seiya Suzuki, grounded into a double play. So only 4 pitches, 2 outs. That'll work. Ready for the World Cup? Oh, yeah, Bob. I'm definitely excited for it. Excited for the World Cup. Chandler delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike, 0-1. Am annoyed they left out Diego Luna. I don't know what they were. That was horrible. Horrible decision. 0-1 to Suzuki. That's going to be a foul tip into Endy's face. Endy is okay. 0-2. Oh, 2 counts. The pitch. Sweeper off the plate there. Chandler slips. I guess he's okay. 1-2 counts. Greg Brown and Bob Walk on the call for the TV audience tonight. Always a pleasure to hear those two. Those two have great chemistry. They're funny, and I enjoy listening to them. Here's the 1-2. Fastball off the plate. 2-2. 99 on that fastball. Can Chandler hit? Maybe DH? I don't know. Might be as productive. Two and 2. Chandler kicks and deals. That's going to be sent out to center field. Cruz is backing up. He's running back, and he makes the catch at the warning track for round number 3. Good stuff by Cruz. All right, we go to the bottom of the third. The Cubs leading 3-0 over the Pirates. Buenas noches desde Acamana de Tui, Venezuela. Hola, Ramon. USA matches? Yes, I will. Mi amor, Chandler va perder. Oh, man, Lion loves Chandler. But he is saying, or he or she, is saying that Chandler will lose. That's more like it is not, actually, Mr. Robert. Appreciate you, though, for tuning in. Unless you're talking about this inning right here. Yeah, the Cubs going down quickly. That is more like it. I completely agree. That was more like it. That's more like the Cubs than I want to see. So, again, thank you guys for hanging out. So make sure, again, to leave a like and sub to the channel. We're at 120 likes, trying to get to 150. And we've gotten over 200 likes for the series in each game. So, you know, hopefully we get there again. Hopefully, again, the Pirates can turn things around at the plates. As Jameson Taillon, the former Pirate, has only allowed 1 hit. But he does allow some hits. More of a pitch-to-contact guy. You know, he's getting a little bit older. 34 years old. So he's been around for a while. Due up for the Pirates will be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters for your Pittsburgh Pirates. Endy Rodriguez, followed by Esmeralyn Valdez, and then, of course, that'll flip the lineup over to Spencer Horwitz. They'll be due up here in the bottom of the third. I have so many audio mixers. I need to really mess with this stuff. Change all this. Yeah. ¿Qué pasó? Nada. Why did they leave out Luna? I don't know. Really stupid decision. Really stupid decision, in my opinion. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there, but it's not called a strike. Back underway here in the bottom of the third. Oh, wow. They have, here's the 1-0. That's going to be upstairs. 2-0. I can't remember, what's the actor's name? He's the guy that played Jonah Jameson in Spider-Man. So apparently he's at the game. That's pretty cool. Oh, I can't remember his name. Here's the 2-0. That's going to be off the plate. 3-0. 91 on the fastball. Oh, what is his name? I don't know. 3-0. That's going to be missing. Ball 4. 4-pitch walk. Taillon just flat out missing the strike zone. Maybe feeling inspired by Bubba Chandler. So Rodriguez will take first. Valdez will be at the plate. He's batting 167, OPS of 953, 2 home runs and 5 RBIs. Here is the pitch. That's going to be right down the middle for a called strike. I want to say J.K. Simmons. J.K. Simmons, yeah. J.K. Simmons. J.K. Simmons. That's pretty cool. 0-1 count the pitch. That's going to be just below the knees. 1-1. Pulse's best one, yes. J.K. Simmons. Yep, J.K. Simmons. Yeah, definitely a legend for sure. 1-1 count to Valdez. Taillon kicks and deals. That's well, he tried to check his swing, but he definitely made contact. 1-2 to Esmeralyn Valdez. Muy bien el español, gracias. No. Yo no hablo bueno español. Pero gracias. 1-2 to Valdez. Breaking ball off the plate there. Missing there with the sweeper. 2-2. Taillon at 30 pitches. Taillon sets. And fires. Checked his swing. Did he go? He did. He struck him out. Tried to hold up there. He was in swing mode. And that'll flip the lineup over for the Pirates. And Spencer Horwitz will come to the plate. He flew out in his first appearance. Horwitz, again, has been on a tear. Hopefully he can continue that. Pirates will definitely need some runs tonight. The pitch. That's going to be a breaking ball in the dirt, ball 1. During the football season, for a $50 donation, you can be sponsored by a subscriber with the NFL team highlighted. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, honestly. Want to know the pitch? That's in the dirt. 2-0. Yeah, that's fair. Where would I do? I don't know where I put that. That's the thing. I don't know. Well, I know I'm not going to be streaming every day in football season. There'll be a day or two I miss during the week, of course. Like Tuesday or Wednesday. Here's the 2-0. That's going to be off the plate 3-0. I don't know. I can make that work, though. I'm sure I can do that. 3-0 counts. Yeah, it could probably work. Here is the pitch. Right down the middle for a called strike. Horwitz taken all the way. 3-1. Farmers Insurance. Yes, he does the Farmers Insurance. We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum. Hopefully I'm not copyrighted for that. What do you think of Chandler as a reliever, Jones? Yeah, I mean, that's what honestly it looks like it's going to be that case. That's going to be the case, really. I don't think Lemzinski's going to be benched. Swing and a miss. Folded with the sweeper. 3-2. Yeah, I think Chandler's going to be the one that's booted from the rotation. Apple TV is Friday. The Twins-Pirates game. 3-2 count. Tyone sets, rocks, and fires. That's going to be sent out to left. Charging in is Happ. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Happ will just throw it into third. I believe that's just runners on first and second, but that'll work. That will work. Multiple base runners for the Pirates. As that'll bring up Brandon Lau, struck out in his first appearance. Sponsored by Yin. Super. Yep. Yeah, right. That'd be funny. Hello from Las Vegas. Yep. Yeah, we can do the sponsorship. And that'll work. Here is the pitch, and that's going to be crushed to right. That ball is out of here. It's gone. Brandon Lau, clear the deck. Cannonball coming up. Pal Lau, his 14th home run of the season. Just like that, this game is tied. Brand new ball game in Pittsburgh. Hoist some cones in the chat. 3 cones in the chat, por favor. Let's go. 3-run homer. Let's go, Bucks. And that'll bring up Brian Reynolds, who doubled in his last appearance. Tyone sets and fires. Breaking ball outside. Ball 1. Let's go, Brandon. There we go. Let's go. That's great stuff, man. We needed that. 1-0 count. The pitch, as that's going to be sent out to center field. PCA's charging in and will make the catch for out number 2. Lots of fun. Yeah, no, I completely agree, Orwell. I think that's a good idea. I would just have to figure out where to put it. GG. There we go. Tech. I think whenever Tech puts a GG, and it's a non-Rocky series, the Pirates have lost. So that's something to keep note of. I think we're 0-2 when he said that in a non-Rocky series. Breaking ball down below the zone. That's going to be ball 1. Nicky G, a.k.a. Speedy Gonzalez. Speedy Gonzalez at the plate. He is 0 for 1 in this one. Look at that hat. Here's the 1-0, and that's going to be popped up. He has really struggled as of late. That's going to be caught by Bush for out number 2. Or, pardon me, 3. My bad there. Pirates, though, tying it up. Brandon Lau with the Pal Lau. Hoisting some more cones. 3-3. Pirates and the Cubs. We go to the top of the 4th. And I feel like Lau's going to tie it up, man. He is so good. What a find. 14 home runs for him this season. I mean, that is awesome. That is so great. All right. Again, the Tigers leading the Angels 2-0. Orioles leading 6-0 over the Rays. Braves and the Red Sox 0-0. Mets 1, Mets 1, Reds nothing. All right, and that is all for now. We'll go over final scores later. Assume there's going to be a six-man staff from Jared. No, I don't know. Don't, Douglas. Facebook news is the cesspool of fake news. I promise you. Do not. Yeah, don't look at it. People post anything on there, and it's passed around as the truth. So, yeah, I would stay away from Facebook news for sure. Offense we needed for sure. Leave for a few minutes, and it's a game. What I missed? You missed a 3-run home run by Brandon Lau, Chris. It was great. Much needed. Much needed for the Pirates. Arriba, yeah, definitely. It's not really Arriba right now. I was going, CB, welcome on in. CB, how do you feel about Diego Luna being left off? I personally hate it. I'd love to know your take because I know you're big into soccer. Not sure about Gonzalez in the 4th spot. Yeah, I gotcha. I mean, again, I don't hate it, but he's not producing there, so you got to move him out of it. Because all he does is hit, but lately he hasn't. That's the thing. When he's hot, I think that's a great move because you get some guys on and he just keeps it going. That's going to bring in some runs. We're back underway here in the top of the 4th. Moises Ballesteros is going to be leading off for the Cubs, followed by Carson Kelly and Dansby Swanson. 0-1 counts to Moises Ballesteros. The pitch, that's going to be sent to left. That is hooking foul. 0-2 to Ballesteros. Chandler, by the way, at 62 pitches. A little bit more efficient as of late in the last few innings. Looking to settle down, maybe, feel a little more comfortable that his offense has his back. 0-2 counts. Chandler sets and fires. That's going to be in the dirt there with the slider, and it's 1-2. No, you're good. You're good, Alex. Appreciate you, man. Spaghetti and meatballs. That sounds great. Actually had some pasta earlier. 1-2 the pitch. That's going to be in the dirt. 2-2 to Moises Ballesteros. Next Pirates theme song. I might need a Pirates theme song. That might be something I do. 2-2 the pitch. That's popped up. Where's that at? That is towards the third base. Third baseman Gonzalez who makes the catch for out number 1. And that'll bring up Carson Kelly. Kelly is 1 for 1. But exactly the current brought to you by have their team's NFL logo presented by whoever. Well, that's the thing. I'm not going to have this screen up a lot. Like, I don't know, It's going to be down low 1-0. I'm going to have to think about that. Here's the pitch. That's going to be flared out to right. On the run is Valdez. Valdez can't make the catch. It's going to drop in foul territory. And it's 1-1 to Carson Kelly. For the football season, yes. So for primetime games, I'm going to probably start my broadcast about 5-10 minutes prior to the actual kickoff. Obviously I have the waiting room, right? That's what I usually do, 25 minutes prior. But I'll instead actually start talking 10 minutes prior to game time. Here's the 1-1 to Kelly. And that's going to be sent out to shallow right center. Actually, it's Lau. It's going to make the catch. You're going to have to move too much for out number 2. But, yeah, I'm going to have, stats and all that stuff for the primetime games. I think that'll be pretty fun. That'll enhance the experience here, of course. I don't know, I guess that's something, but it wouldn't be up there for much. But, yeah, I guess that would be fine. I think that'd be good. I think it's a good idea. I think that's a very good idea. Just need to figure out how to implement it better. As that's going to be in the dirt, ball 1 to Dansby Swanson. So, yeah, brought to you by insert name. And then, of course, you have the logo by the team. I'll figure it out. 1-0. That's going to be a breaking ball in there for a called strike. 1-1. I feel like you should be in the final 26. I completely agree. Completely agree. 1-1 to Swanson. The pitch, and that's going to be sent out to left center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Cruz is getting there. He's going to throw it into second, and he is safe. That was a close play. Cruz rocketed into second, but Swanson hustling. Decent throw by Cruz. Honestly, really good throw. Just couldn't quite get there in time. Swanson pushing that into a double, pardon my voice, and that'll bring up Pete Crow Armstrong, who is 0 for 1 with the walk. As that's going to be fouled back 0-1. Top ticker. The thing is, the ticker, I can't put many words up there. That's what's bothering me. I don't know why I can't. I need to look into that, how to expand the ticker. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be sent out to right field. And that is going to be high off the wall. That's going to score a run. And the Cubs now lead 4-3. Throw is in. That's a RBI double by PCA. We got a good piece of that one. So just like that, the Cubs lead 4-3. And that'll bring up Nico Horner, who is 2 for 2 with an RBI. Time is the game tomorrow. Same time, 6:40 Eastern, 5:40 Central. Here is the pitch, and that's going to be fouled back 0-1. Perhaps they need to go big at the trade deadline because of their farm system. Yeah. Oh, they should. And claim the first 50 spot. Okay, all right. Well, we'll see what happens. Oh, and 1 counts. Chandler sets, rocks, and fires. That's going to be ripped to left. That's a foul ball. 0-2 to Horner. But that is a good idea. I have to figure it out. I'll make it work. That is a good idea. It'll be implemented. Just need to figure out where and place it. 0-2 counts. Chandler sets. Looks back at the runner. Rocks and fires. That's going to be fouled off his foot. It's 0-2. Yeah, if you're just tuning in, Cubs leading 4-3. Cubs were leading 3-0. Pirates tied it up in the bottom of the third. The Cubs have gotten another run. So now they're back in front with the runner on second with 2 outs. Chandler sets and fires. Sweeper off the plate there. 1-2 to Nico Horner. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled. Still 1-2. Aren't you tired? I am tired, and I have eaten. Yes, I'm fine. Don't worry. I will. You can just look at me, and I have eaten. And even if I haven't eaten, I have a lot of reserves that I should probably burn off. 1-2 counts. Pickoff attempts. PCA is safe. That was a close play, very close play there. Chandler at 78 pitches. Don't see him going much longer. Again, he'll probably be out there for the 5th. Ideally, he is. So we'll have a game tomorrow, of course. 1-2, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. But the Cubs do some damage. Pete Crow Armstrong with a RBI double. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Cubs leading 4-3 over the Pirates. Raul pulling for the Cubs. Cubsters. Hopefully you can't there, Raul, but appreciate you, man, for tuning in. Mafia will deal with the Kingdom. Yeah, I guess so. Speaking of the Mafia, there's Steve. He's part of the Mafia. Appreciate you, man, for tuning in. I'm all right. That's $1.50 a week for you. Yeah, I don't think, I mean, $50, I don't think $50 donations will be a very common thing, to be honest. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. You know, yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like and sub to the channel. It is free. $0, 0 cents. And you can subscribe to the channel. $0, 0 cents. It just makes sense, though, to subscribe to Dr. Delay today. And again, if everyone were to subscribe right now, we would hit 9,100 subscribers. Just saying, it can be done. All it takes is you hitting the subscribe button. $0, 0 cents. And thank you again. We're at 144 likes as we're closing in on 150. So thank you very much for that. All right, due up for the Pirates. It's going to be O'Neal Cruz, Connor Griffin, and Marcell Ozuna. Your 5, 6, and 7 hitters for your Pittsburgh Pirates. Yeah, Musa, yeah, I was very shocked that he wasn't there. Sargent and Cardoso, yeah. I don't really like the picks, but, you know, hopefully they perform. All right, we're back underway. Cruz at the plate. He is 0 for 1 in this one. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball down below the zone. Strike 1. 0-1 to Cruz. Tyone sets and fires. That's going to be off the plate there with the changeup, 1-1. I feel like the Pirates are getting a better read on Tyone, but we'll see. Let's see if that holds true. 1-1, the pitch. That's going to be up the shoot there, 2-1. 92 on the fastball. How's Pitt doing? They're doing all right. Hanging around. The 2-1 off the plate there. It's called a strike. Cruz checking it out. Cruz whenever a ball misses, he stares at it forever. He's trying to see where it missed. 2-2 count. Here is the pitch. And that's going to be fouled back. Still 2-2. Reaching way out in front to make contact with the sweeper. Origin story for YouTube name. It's a play on my real name. Doctor was just added as part of a, gaming thing I was part of. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Reach out of the zone for out number 1. All right, 1 down. That'll bring Connor Griffin. He's 0 for 1 in this one. Thank you, Scorpy. Appreciate it. Sometimes prefer more pitch commentary, less sound effects and swearing. Well, I don't swear. That is a guarantee. Sound effects, we do have those. Here's the pitch. That's going to be sent out to right. Back at the wall. Griffin. This ball is gone. Connor Griffin. Clear the deck. Cannonball coming. Connor Griffin with this 4th home run of the season gives the Pirates the 4th run of the game. For the Pirates, of course, because it's tied up at 4 apiece here in the bottom of the 4th. Hoist another cone to the chat. Went opposite field. Seiya Suzuki is just running everywhere today. Though he didn't have to make a play there because that one was blasted. That'll bring up Marcell Ozuna. The pitch is a sweeper off the plate. Ball 1. 1-0 to Ozuna. I forgot that was a homer. So there's your sound effects. 1-0. Here is the pitch to Ozuna. That's a breaking ball in there for a called strike, and it's 1-1. I'm telling you, I think the Pirates have a good read on Tyone. I'm seeing something different. Even on the strikeout there at Cruz, I feel like he's, I don't know, we're seeing him better. Swing and a miss, strike 2. That one was not really seen well by Ozuna, as that tied him up. But then again, Ozuna really, is he really I don't know, really count? 1-2 counts to Marcell Ozuna. 7 back in the box. Homer Simpson. Oh, yeah. Tyone kicks and deals. Sweeper in the dirt, 2-2 to Marcell Ozuna. Farmer. Oh, yeah. It's looking fun. Looking like it could be a really fun one. Really already has. Of course, I'd love to see the Pirates win it. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And there's 2 down. And that'll bring up Endy Rodriguez, who walked in his first appearance. And of course, Griffin, you know, that one, giving a good ride, of course, but he's still running. He's still running out of the box. And the pitch, breaking ball outside, but it's called a strike. Strike one. Tyone getting some calls here in the 4th. Turkey is for football, that is true. The 0-1, that's going to be upstairs. 1-1, 85 on the changeup. Cannonball, there we go, Pit Dad. And thank you guys all for hanging out. Thank you for the cones as well. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1-2 to Endy Rodriguez. Showing Lau in the dugouts. The 1-2 to Rodriguez. Breaking ball in the dirt. 2-2 to Endy Rodriguez. Two and 2. Tyone sets, kicks, and deals. That's in the dirt. 3-2. Trying to get him to the chase. He's not offering at the moment. Rodriguez has been pretty impressive since coming back to the majors. 3-2 counts. The pitch. Sweeper down below the zone. Ball 4. So Rodriguez does draw his second walk of the game. That'll work. And that'll bring up Esmeralyn Valdez, who struck out in his first appearance. Again, there's a runner on first with 2 outs. Tyone, by the way, at 60 pitches. So that's not really much of a concern as is the runs allowed. Here is the pitch. That's going to be a chopper foul. It's 0-1. More cannonballs. Appreciate you, Big D, for hanging out. Good to see you, man. Oh, 0-1. Tyone sets, kicks, and delivers as that's going to be sent out to center field. PCA is back at the track, but he makes the catch just shy of the wall for out number 3. Pirates get a run back thanks to Connor Griffin hitting his 4th home run of the season to tie things up at 4 apiece. Welcome on in, Michael. Appreciate you, man, for tuning in. That Mean Green, appreciate you, man. They are not at Chicago. They're in Pittsburgh. Mean Green, appreciate you, man. With all the strikeouts for Ozuna, Cruz leads the league. I know, Jason, it is crazy. But at least Ozuna, Cruz, obviously, he can, there's definitely more to the strikeouts. Obviously, they're frustrating, but, 11 home runs, batting .265. I mean, you'll take that. You'll take that. Again, it would be nice to see him at DH. I mean, you'd hate to waste the arm, but yeah, if Cruz is at DH, I think the team is just so much better. All right, the Orioles leading the Rays 6-0 in the bottom of the 5th. The Tigers leading 2-0 over the Angels in the top of the 5th. Red Sox leading 2-0 over the Braves in the bottom of the 4th. The Mets leading 2-0 over the Reds in the top of the 3rd. Twins 1, White Sox 0 in the bottom of the 1st. And the Yankees and the Royals tied at 0 apiece as they go to the top of the 2nd. Cataract surgery tomorrow. Well, good luck. Good luck. Hopefully it goes well. Strikeouts and hits. Yeah, no, he leads in everything. He's just that good. For the most part, I like to call the U.S. World Cup as players the best in their respective positions. I gotcha. CB. I don't know. There's some people you just got to bring them out on there for the morale. With the morale of the players, it's kind of like leaving Landon off the Landon Donovan off the 14 squad. Like he's a fan favorite, you know. Even if he wasn't the best, you know, top 23 at the time, I think it was 23. You still bring him on there. Even if he's 24, 25, you take him over 23. It's ridiculous. But I got you, though. Back underway here in the top of the fifth. 0-1 count to Michael Busch as Chandler sets and fires. And that's going to be sent out to left. Reynolds is back running. He's at the wall. He makes the catch up against the wall. Round number one, he just kept going and going and going. But it is indeed an out. Of course, due up here for the Cubs again. Busch, of course, just flew out. And he'll be followed by Alex Bregman and Ian Happ. Bregman is 0 for 2. Chandler at 81 pitches. And this was probably it for him. The pitch. Catch a chopper foul. And it's 0-1. Need the Cubs to win? Well, I hope they do not. But welcome on in anyway, Lion. Appreciate you, man. Oh, and 1 counts. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Sweeper up and away. Offers that at 0-2. Donna and keeping the squad together. I guess so. I don't know. Probably because he's American. Or, I mean, you know, obviously everyone's an American. That's way away 1 and 2. But the thing is, I don't know. It's because he plays in the MLS. I guarantee you that's what it is. He's a playmaker. I don't know. I just don't like the move. 1 and 2 count. Chandler sets, rocks, and fires. That's going to be a jammer. Oh, it's going to get past Lau at second. That'll be a base hit. Lau was shaded more towards second base. All right, and that'll bring up Ian Happ, who is 1 for 2 today, has 2 RBIs in the contest. Twins and Pirates Friday. Of course, that one's on Apple TV. So, again, if you don't have Apple TV, I got you covered for that one. I will be here. Mitch Keller will be on the mound for the Pirates. I believe that's his 2nd straight Apple TV game. So, I guess he pitches on Fridays a lot. Here's the pitch as Busch senses to right. But Valdez is right under it and makes the catch for out number 2. 2 away, and Seiya Suzuki will make his way to the plate. So for 2 in this one. So Jesse James, welcome back in, man. Appreciate you. Chandler sets, rocks, and fires. That's going to be in there for a called strike. You'll take yours all day. Yeah, Ozuna is just bad. Come on, Pirates again. Thank you, Ricky, for hanging out. Big Papa needs the Pirates to win. Welcome on in, Big Papa. 0-1 count. The pitch. Way upstairs, 1-1 to Seiya Suzuki. Pirates all the way. You know it's... Have a hill past the orange. That was definitely the Astros one. Percentage chance which sign catch. I don't know. Probably not high because he really wasn't playing that great. I'd still take him though. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be off the plate. 2-1. Let's go Pirates. Houston. Yep. What a heck of a player. Yeah, Lau has been awesome. He has been quite the get. I'm surprised the Rays just let him go. We send Mike Burrows to Houston. We get Lau and Mason Montgomery. So we definitely want to trade. I don't know what Houston sent to Tampa Bay. So that's a swing and a miss, strike 2 to Seiya Suzuki. 2-2 count, runner on first with 2 outs. Looks like Suzuki's going to step out of the box, but briefly as he steps back in. 2-2. Chandler sets. kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That'll work. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Pirates and Cubs tied at 4 apiece. Chandler, of course, a rough start, but, you know, kind of getting his groove going. Just hopefully he carries this into the next one, but he's just got to work on that. Just got to work on that. Again, thank you guys for hanging out for this one. Make sure, of course, to leave a like and sub to the channel. If everyone subscribes to the channel right now, we would hit 9,100 subscribers. So make sure, of course, to hit that subscribe button. It is free. It says so right up there. It'll, of course, say so in a moment on the ticker. But yeah, $0, 0 cents. It just makes sense to subscribe to Dr. Delay today. Of course, I'll be back tomorrow for the conclusion of the series. Whether, of course, the Pirates win tonight or lose tonight, I will be here. Again, 55 straight days. I am on a tear of calling games. I've covered a lot of games during those 55 days. And, of course, it's going to end soon, but I will. I'm definitely on here a lot, trying to make this channel into something great. Do it for the Pirates. Well, it'll be at the top of the order. I'll let you see it for yourself there. Spencer Horwitz, Brandon Lau, and Brian Reynolds will be the guaranteed batters, and hopefully more in the bottom of the fifth. So, yeah, and of course, again, feel free to chat down below. I try to get to the chat as often as I can. Of course, you know, I can't get everybody, but I try to get to 90% of the chat. I really try to get to as many people as I can. Definitely can. I try. Really like McCutcheon as a Brewer. I bet you did. Yeah, McCutcheon was great. Coach was a good number of fans. The one squad player that keeps the morale of the squad is midfielder Christian Roldan of the Seattle Sounders. Yeah, I know Roldan. He's all right. Still, this, I don't know. I'm still not a fan of it. Man, appreciate you, Big D. I appreciate you guys for hanging out. 0-1 count to Horwitz as we're back in action here in the bottom of the fifth. Tyone kicks and fires. That's going to be fouled back, and it's 0-2. Chase the sinker up and away. Again, thank you, Donna. I appreciate you guys. Again, thank you for hanging out. 0-2 to Horwitz, stepping back into the box. Tyone sets, rocks, and fires as Horwitz sends this to right. Suzuki doesn't really have to move much, though, as it's right at him to make the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up Brandon Lau. 14 home runs now on the year. He is just a beast at this point. It's 1 for 2 today, of course. Again, a home run, a 3 RBI home run. Tyone sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be off the plate there, but it's called a strike. Another call going to the Cubs. 0-1. Again, that outside corner apparently is extended even further than one would think. 0-1 to Lau, as that's going to be off the plate, and it's 1-1. Gonzalez been a pleasant surprise. He has been. Next start for Bubba is against Houston. Yep. 1-1. The pitch. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. Nice breaking ball. Catching the zone. 1-2. So Brandon Lau. Life is doing good. And you're welcome, David. I appreciate it. Such a beautiful thing. Yeah, I know. Everyone's above 250. Then you get Ozuna. Or get to Ozuna. Yep. I know. The 1-2 ground ball to second. Horner with it. Throws to first for out number 2. So Lau goes down, and that'll bring up Brian Reynolds, who is 1 for 2 today. Again, he had a double in the first inning. And how's it going, Jim? Yep. Welcome on in. And yeah, Bob, I know I'm working on it. I probably will be able to. I'm going to spend $20 for 2 games, but hopefully the YouTube ad revenue will be generous. I'll get that money back. So that's going to be in the dirt ball one. I really have been averaging about $30 a game when it comes to the Pirates. comes to the Pirates games, I average about $30 a game. So that'll work for now. The 1-0 to Reynolds, that's going to be in the dirt. Ball 2. I mean, there are some games that I do pop off. Actually, about $40 lately. Here's the 2-0. That's going to be in the dirt 3-0. So we are trending up Millhouse for sure. There was one game with the Giants. Yeah, I made $156. That was really cool. 3-0. That's going to be in there for a called strike 3-1. If only every game was like that, huh? If I made $150 a game, there would not be any more stress. It's just the way it goes. But yeah, I'll be sure to probably I'll have to buy the Astros monthly pass, which is $20. Just for those 2 games. Or maybe, again, I would call Astros games for a little bit whenever the Pirates aren't on. Get more use of that. Here's the 3-1 to Reynolds. That's going to be a chopper foul, and it's 3-2 to Brian Reynolds. Tyone, by the way, again, at 74 pitches. I imagine, you know, considering if he kind of sets these guys down in order, he'll be out there for the 6th, despite, of course, the 4 runs allowed. 3-2. Tyone kicks and deals. That's going to be hit out to left, and that is a diving attempt. He couldn't get it. He doesn't know where it is. Reynolds going to go to second. Throw is in from PCA. He is out. Pete Crow Armstrong backing up his teammates. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a good throw by Pete Crow Armstrong. Unbelievable. Well, that'll go as a single, but Reynolds is out at second. We go to the top of the 6th. 4-4 in Pittsburgh. Stanley Cup, hopefully somebody from the United States. Gotta sit on a garbage can if I'm calling the Astros. Yeah, I don't think so. Don't think so. It's impossible to sit on myself. All right, the Orioles 8, Rays nothing, Tigers 3, Angels nothing, Red Sox 6, Braves 0, the Mets 2, Reds 1, Yankees and Royals 0-0, the Twins 1, White Sox 0, and the Astros and Rangers 0-0. All right, again, thank you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, before you go, to leave a like and sub to the channel. It is free. Send so right there. It'll come all around again. That is a delay guarantee. But it is free. And, of course, again, feel free to chat down below. I try to get to the chat as often as I can. For sure. How's the throw? Yep. Pete Crow Armstrong, again, he can, you know, might be struggling offensively. Of course, today, you know, he's gone on base twice. But, you know, he definitely can move, and he's got an arm. Yeah, Orville, not many people from the football crowd are here. You know, it's just the way it goes. Love the Roethlisberger jersey. Oh, yeah, Color Rush. They need to wear them way more often. Well, I don't know. I like the once a year. I like the traditional jerseys myself. I want them to go back to the block numbers, but I don't think they will. I don't know, for whatever reason, they're just not going to. You're rooting for the Pirates of the Caribbean. Well, welcome on in, AR. Appreciate you, man. All right, 2 up for the top of the 6th there for the Cubs. It's going to be Moises Ballesteros, Carson Kelly, Dansby Swan. I feel like I've said that every time. I feel like Suzuki just keeps getting out. So we do have a new batter, actually, and a new pitcher. So Bubba Chandler is done. It's going to be Alcantara at the plate there for Ballesteros. So Evan Sisk, the pitcher for the Pirates. Here's the pitch. Sweeper in there for a called strike. And it's 1-1 to Alcantara. Evan Sisk has been pretty good this year. A pleasant surprise. 1.61 ERA. Opponent batting average of .211. So we'll see what he can do here in the 6th. The pitch. That's going to be a check swing. Did not go. And it's 2-1. Johnny Cardoso from Atletico Madrid would have been our depth. I gotcha. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be fouled back 2-2 to Alcantara. Again, don't have the stats on him. Hopefully they provide it here, maybe. They're cutting to him. There we go. It's batting .364, OPS of 780, no homers, and an RBI on the season. First name Kevin Alcantara. 2-2 as Alcantara is going to ask for time. No way to see or hear Pirates games till you. Thank you. Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome, Mary. Here's the 2-2. Sweeper inside. 3-2 to Kevin Alcantara. I want to say Sandy Alcantara. So bad every time. 20 likes for 200. That'll work. We are closing in on that. 3-2 count. Sisk kicks and deals. Sweeper off the plates. Did not sweep enough. Ball 4. And Alcantara will take first. Knee surgery, gotcha. Give Chandler some credit. It's been one of his better games as a recent. Yeah, for sure. You should throw first pitch at a Bucco game. Everyone will be like, who the heck is that? We're just letting anybody throw a first pitch. I mean, that's yeah. Probably not anytime soon, as that's going to be popped up and that's going to be a foul ball. 0-1. Probably never happened, to be honest. How can I call a game if I'm throwing out first pitch? Or maybe I go out to the booth. That'd be cool to meet Greg Brown. Joe Block, I'd be like, okay, I'd rather go to the other booth. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be upstairs, 1-1. Pirates have Johan Ramirez warming up in the Pirates bullpen. So I expect to see him in the 7th. Sisk sets, kicks, and is going to try to pick him off, but Alcantara's back in time. And appreciate you, Steve, for hanging out. Good night. 1-1 counts. The pitch inside, 2-1 to Sisk. Any chance you can put a picture of the player when they come to bat, or is that cover? It's not, as that's going to be hit to left. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Roberts is there, or pardon me, Reynolds is there. Oh, what the heck I was thinking just now. Did I see a Roberts anywhere? I did not, but regardless, that's runners now on first and second with nobody out. I'd have to figure out where to put it. That'd be another frame. I'd have to be clicking a bunch of things. All right, Dansby Swanson, he'll be up to the plate. He is 2 for 2. 2 for 2. Swanson have a chat with the umpire. Checking to see if the check cleared or something. I'm not too sure. That's probably what it was. But yeah, first and second, nobody out. Sisk kicks and deals. That's going to be up and away. 1-0. 94 in the sinker. Hold the mic while throwing the ball. Yeah, 100%. Running Yankees jersey? Yeah, that'd be disgusting. I'd do it myself. 1-0. The pitch. Sweeper in there for a called strike. 1-1. They are on the breaking ball. Pakistani Phil throw out the first pitch. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I don't really have that much prestige. Not quite there. The 1-1, that is popped up. Running for it is Horwitz. Horwitz maybe under it. Horwitz makes the catch. Throws it to third. Nice stuff by Horwitz. That is awesome. Great stuff. And of course, again, immediately throwing it to third to make sure Alcantara wasn't going to move up. All right, and that'll flip the lineup over for Pete Kerr-Armstrong. He was 1 for 2 with the walk. Also, of course, has an RBI double. Sisk kicks and deals. That's going to be a Tepper foul. It's 0-1. Why do you think Chandler is having the kind of bad year? I don't know. I mean, last year wasn't too bad in his brief time up. Only had 4 walks. The 0-1, that's going to be yanked to right, and that is a foul ball. Thank goodness. That could have been a problem for the Pirates. Bob Walk says the exact same thing. Yeah, it would have been a problem for sure. Jeez, that was close. But no cigar. 0-2 to Pete Crow Armstrong as he grabs his bat. Again, runners on first and second with 1 out. Cubs Pirates 4-4 in case you're wondering. Sisk rocks and fires outside. It's 1-2. Well, for the second time, how's it going, Sean? Welcome on in. Here's the 1-2 to PCA. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That'll work. Got him to chase outside. And there's 2 down, and that'll bring up Nico Horner, who was 2 for 3 today. Again, has an RBI as well. But of course, he's facing a new pitcher. It's just teams I hate. Yeah, Jay. All right, Sisk is going to get out of there. So a pitching change here in Pittsburgh as Yohan Ramirez will be tasked with trying to get this last out. 4-4. It's been fun. It's been a really fun one. Very passionate. Yeah, Orville definitely something. He's passionate about a lot of things for sure. All right, again, we have a pitching change here. Thank you guys for hanging out. Make sure again to leave a like and sub to the channel. It is free. We're closing in on 200 likes. Let me actually double check. We are at 191. Look at that. 10 likes away from 200. And of course, again, make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. All it does, again, liking and subbing just pushes me out further and further and further on YouTube, trying to grow the baseball part of the channel. That is really all I'm trying to do. Can you really blame me for it? You know, that's really it. And again, of course, again, if you do like football, that is really the bread and butter of the channel. I cover everybody. Yes, everybody is covered at least once in the NFL season. Covered the Titans last year. I covered the Cardinals actually a decent amount of times for some reason, but I did. So, yeah. Make sure to subscribe. Again, everybody is covered at least once during the NFL season. Of course, every Steeler game as well. If you are a Pittsburgh fan, and of course you are a Pittsburgh fan, you definitely should sub already, because that is definitely those are usually my favorite teams: Pittsburgh Steelers, Pittsburgh Pirates, Pittsburgh Penguins, which really that's the only thing I cover for hockey, but yeah. So anyway, yeah. Minimum of 5 NFL games a week. 3 on Sunday for sure. And of course Monday night and Thursday night football. Like I can guarantee that every single week. And possibly more whenever they get later in the season. All right, 2 outs, runners on first and second, and again, Nico Horner is at the plate. He's 2 for 3. Pardon me. Here is the pitch to Horner. That's going to be off the plate. Ball 1. Ramirez looking to get something going here. It's been kind of up and down, but as of late has been a little bit better. 1-0. Ramirez sets and fires. That's going to be hit to short, and Griffin makes the catch for outs number 3. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Cubs Pirates 4-4 in Pittsburgh. Alex Freeman. Yeah, I saw he made. I wasn't too sure on who he was. Like number 196, I'll take it. You see 209, I'll take that too. That's even better. So thank you guys again for leaving a like. Thank you again for subbing it up. Great call earlier. Thank you very much. Yeah, I try. Messing up a lot tonight. I don't know why. I am tired. I did mention that. I am actually very exhausted. But I will be fine. You're in your 40s, still go out and play baseball when I can. There we go. Yeah, it's hard to get 18 people to play, for sure. Hockey game tonight. I don't even know who's playing. Is it Eastern or Western? Need them Pirates to smash the Cubs. All right, David, we'll try and we'll see. You're going to make it big someday. Your voice is made for sportscasting. Yeah, I appreciate that, Casey. Still working at it. Still working at it. I need to articulate a little bit better as well. Like, haven't really been speaking much, so it definitely has impacted my speech. The last 11 years. Massaging my jaw. I can feel it. Just, I don't know. But yeah, I need to do some exercises to speak clearly, because you kind of need to speak clearly if you're, well, speaking. All right, two up for the Pirates will be Nick Gonzalez, O'Neal Cruz, and Connor Griffin. They are your 4, 5, and 6 hitters for the Pittsburgh Pirates. So we'll go ahead and get Speedy back over here. Speedy Gonzalez, 0 for 2 today. Looking for something. Looking to get something going again. A little bit of a slump. But hey, there's still plenty of time to get out of it. Do some college football. Of course, Bob. Yeah, we'll do some college football as well. You get access to those much as 99 cents. Yeah, for sure. All right, breaking ball in there for a called striker back underway. Jacob Webb, the new pitcher for the Cubs. 2.78 ERA, opponent batting average of 267. Again, Speedy Gonzalez at the plate, 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled off his foot. And it's quickly 0-2 to Nicky G. Oh and 2 counts. Webb sets, rocks, and fires way upstairs. Way outside, 1-2. Well, looking like Bubba Chandler. Say Darth Vader lines for speech. Yeah, huh, that'd be funny. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Gonzalez in a... Man, it's not the same last, I would say, few series. That'll bring up O'Neal Cruz, who is 0 for 2 today. Be nice to see a Cruz missile. Webb sets and fires. Swing and a miss. Big swing and a miss. Strike one. Cruz was trying to send that into the river for sure. 0-1. Oh and 1. The pitch. That's going to be upstairs. 1-1. 1-1 count. Webb sets and fires. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 95 of the knees. Cruz holding his head. He's going to challenge. Oh, he is challenging. He's going to lose. Cruz will lose. And it's going to be 1-2. Oh, man, there's been plenty of pitches to challenge tonight for the Pirates, and they haven't challenged. And, well, there you go. The Pirates are out of challenges. One and 2 to Cruz. Webb sets, rocks, and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Go! 2 away for Connor Griffin, who went opposite field in his last at-bat, hitting his 4th home run of the season. He is 1 for 2 tonight. And appreciate you, Peter, for tuning in. Trying to keep it PG, of course, but yeah, appreciate you, man. College, well, you know it's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Strike one, and Connor Griffin folded with the changeup. And Griffin immediately calls for time. Guess he was just not locked in. Game day announcer. I appreciate that. Again, I don't know. I'm happy to do this. 0-1 counts. Webb sets, rocks, and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 0-2 to Griffin. Webb kind of mowing down these Pirates. Only 10 pitches. I wouldn't be surprised if they brought him out for the 7th. The 0-2, that is upstairs. Trying to get him to chase. 1-2 to Connor Griffin. 95 on the fastball. Webb already. Kicks and deals. In the dirt. That was kind of wild. That's just out of nowhere. 2-2 to Connor Griffin. Webb readies. Kicks and delivers in the dirt. 3-2. Working it back. Where the likes, we're at 220. 3-2. The pitch. That's going to be, well, he just made contact. Trying to hold up. Would have been ball 4, but made contact on the check swing. So once again, the count is full. Griffin making him work. Webb sets, rocks, and fires. That's going to be fouled back. So a little bit of a battle emerging from this at-bat. Just tuning in, 4-4 is your score. Here in the bottom of the 6th, nobody on, 2 outs. 3-2 count to Connor Griffin. The pitch. And that's yanked to left, but that's a foul ball. That was a lot of exit velocity on that one. That was smoked. Just way out in front. 3-2 is Griffin battling Young Bucks. The 3-2 off the plate, but it's going to be challenged, and I think it may have caught it. And I think Griffin is going to be a backwards K victim. Not even going to wait for it. There it is. He struck him out, so he strikes out the side. As we go to the top of the 7th, 4-4 in Pittsburgh. Pirates game of the World Cup is on. There might be some Pirates games I just can't cover. We'll see. I mean, I don't really envision myself missing too many Pirates games, though. But we'll see. Yeah, no, 500 people, almost 500. We got 480 on my end, so that's awesome. Thank you guys. Again, that's not me. That's you guys clicking on my channel, giving me a shot to call the game. So I appreciate it. And hopefully, again, if you do like it, make sure, again, to leave a like. Leave a like and sub to the channel. It is free. It is free. Again, I don't know why I can't speak tonight. Just, I'm off. Again, 55 straight days. Gee, I guess it's time for me to take a break. But that'll happen next week. Next Saturday, I do want to let you guys know the streak will end next Saturday. Tom Grossi is going to be coming to my area. Again, I live in Texas. Pennsylvania born, Texas living. And I'll be able to see him in Houston. So it's going to be quite a drive, but I'll be making the trip along with my dad, Trisk. So the streak will end then. I think we play the Braves that series. So I won't be on next Saturday, but I still envision myself being on until then. So the streak will end, what is that, 65 days? That'll work. But yeah, make sure again to like and subscribe. It is free. $0, 0 cents. Just makes sense. Subscribe to Dr. Delay. Again, if you're a baseball, football fan, perfect channel for you. Perfect channel. Again, I definitely am a huge football fan. Football, I love football. I like baseball. And of course, I do a lot of Pirates, but I do bounce around from time to time. Again, the Pirates haven't played 55 straight days. They have days off, so that means I'm calling other games. So just letting you know. If you're worried about, well, I don't want to sub to a Pirates guy. Well, you never know. I could cover the Cubs. I could cover the Brewers. I could cover the Cardinals, cover the Reds. And other teams. I mean, it's not just the NL Central. It's not just the NL Central. Due up for the Cubs, we've got Michael Busch, Alex Bregman, and Ian Happ. Your 3, 4, and 5 hitters for the Cubs. All right, I believe Ramirez should be out there. It would be shocking if they didn't have him. Ramirez delivers to Busch. Breaking ball not quite catching the plate. Ball 1. 1-0 count to Michael Busch. 0 for 2 with the walk tonight. Cruz, you lose. I try to rhyme when I can, yeah. Dr. DeLay, more like Dr. Dependable. Peter, appreciate you, man. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be upstairs 2-0. Two-0 count to Michael Busch. Freeman scored 2 wonder goals versus Uruguay in a friendly last December. He's also son of former Super Bowl MVP Antonio Freeman. Oh, really? Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. Not going to live stream your trip? Like 6 hours of docking trips stuck in the car? Yeah. That'll be pretty toxic. Here's the 2-0. Breaking ball outside. 3-0. 3-0 to Michael Busch. Ramirez sets, kicks, and deals. That's a ground ball, foul ball. He had the green light on a 3-0, and that was not down the middle. 3-1 to Busch. Looks like Mason Montgomery is warming up in the Pirates bullpen. Three and 1. Like the lineup. Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, that a nice little addition. Again, trying to do that for the football coverage or the primetime games as well. Got some stats prior. Looks like a little bit of a delay. Andy Rodriguez getting checked out. Getting a water break. I don't know what happened. Maybe he was choking up on something. I mean, you know, of course, that happens to me all the time, which is why I have my high-quality H2O. 3-1 counts. All right, Ramirez on the mound, Busch at the plate. We're back and ready to go as Ramirez sets, rocks, and fires. That's in the dirt. Ball 4. I don't know if it hit Busch there. I mean, it skipped. Regardless, he's on first. I mean, anyway, it doesn't really matter. Oh, it actually did hit him. That's tough. All right, well, Alex Brang will be at the plate. He's 1 for 3 tonight. Ramirez readies. And a pickoff attempt, and he is safe. That was close. That was close. Lethal Weapon remake with Donkey Trisk. Yeah, okay. That would not be good. Ramirez checks on the runner. He sets. And delivers. That's going to be sent to left. Reynolds is on the run. Reynolds, it can't make the catch. Oh, it goes over his head. Reynolds throws it in. He's going to hold the runner at third. Second and third, nobody out for the Cubs. That is a double. Reynolds couldn't quite get there, and then just takes a very high bounce. That is unfortunate. So runners in scoring position for the Cubs, and that'll bring up Ian Happ, who was 1 for 3 today. Already has 2 RBIs, an opportunity for more. The pitch, as that is sent to right. And it is gone. A 3-run home run by the Pittsburgh native Ian Happ. And just like that, the Cubs lead 7-4 over the Pirates. Go! 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 That is unfortunate. She's watching the spelling bee? I don't know. Maybe it's entertaining, I suppose. Here comes the grand slam. No grand slam, but you were correct on the home run. Cubs leading 7-4 here in the top of the 7th. That'll bring up Seiya Suzuki, who is 0 for 3 today. And Rodriguez and Ramirez having a little chats. And the Pirates bats will have to get something going. Justin Lawrence is getting loose in the Pirates bullpen. Bingo, yep. Not good. Not good. But what can you do? All right, Ramirez sets and delivers. That's in there for a called strike. 0-1, 83 on the sweeper. Oh and 1. Bullpen strikes again, yeah. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a check swing down low. 1-1. Honestly, I figured it was going to happen sooner or later. I mean, the Pirates bullpen has actually pitched pretty well as of late, so you just knew that the law of averages was just going to happen. 1-1 counts. The pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 1-2. As that was a 96-mile-per-hour sinker. One and 2. Ramirez kicks and deals. Sweeper. Did he go? That was way off the plate, but he did hold up in time. 2-2 to Johan Ramirez. Pitching coach having a chat there on the phone. Reynolds screws liabilities in the field. Yeah, I don't know. Reynolds, I thought, was going to make the catch. That was a little disappointing. That's fouled back 2-2. Game has definitely slowed down. Still seeing action. It's kind of a weird conflict. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be sent out to center. And that is going to drop in for a base hit as the Cubs just keep on hitting and hitting and hitting. Pardon my voice. That'll bring up Kevin Alcantara, who walked in his first appearance. That actually will not be Alcantara. That's going to bring up Conforto. Conforto is going to be pinch hitting for Alcantara. Kelly's at the top of the step. I imagine he's about to make his... Yeah, he is. There he is. So we're going to have another pitching change. Justin Lawrence will be the guy, as Ramirez just couldn't get it done. Cubs leading 7-4 over the Pirates. Pitching change in Pittsburgh. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like and sub to the channel. It is free. And, of course, I'll be back tomorrow, 6:40 Eastern, 5:40 Central, for the conclusion of the series. And, of course, all weekend as well. Pirates Twins all weekend. Even the Friday night game, which is on Apple TV. I got you covered for that one. So, hopefully, I see you guys there. Not sure if there's any Twins content creators. I could be wrong. Seems Cruz and Reynolds have some beef and don't get along. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. They definitely have some communication issues out there. Why bother? Analytics said the bullpen has no ability, smacks. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. Definitely frustrating. Crying your sorrows? I'm good, Raul. I don't need to cry. The Cubs have cried enough the last 10 days. I'm good. Fought all the way back, and then the bullpen explodes. Yep. Just the way it goes sometimes. Again, the bullpen has been pretty good in the last, 3 or 4 games, so I kind of figured it was going to happen. What do you think of the NFL opening on Wednesday? I hate it. It's stupid. It's just greed and greed and greed by the NFL. I hate it. Nothing I can do about it, though. Pitching coach on the phone with Domino's? Probably. Wouldn't be a bad decision. Domino's pizza, solid pizza. In my opinion, it's the best pizza of all the major chains. It really is. But I don't really prefer the major chains anymore. All right, we're working our way back here to Pittsburgh. Again, the Cubs lead 7-4 over the Pirates. Not looking good for the Pirates, but, you know, there's still plenty of game to go. All right, again, the new pitcher is going to be Justin Lawrence. Ramirez is talking to somebody in the or in the dugout, or he's talking to himself. I don't know. Lawrence with a 5.31 ERA on a batting average of 244. Lawrence sets and delivers. That's going to be sent out to right. Backing up is Valdez. That ball is gone. Oh, jeez. Well, there we go. 9-4 Cubs. That is Michael Conforto's 4th home run of the season. And there you go. The bullpen gets a little bit worse. There you go. Well, you'll cry today and maybe tomorrow. It's no sweep. Yeah, well, that's fine. I mean, to sweep the Cubs, that'd be pretty hard to do. I mean, I know teams have been doing that as of late, but the Cubs were due to win. That's just the reality of it. That is just the reality of it. Well, it is what it is. All right, that'll bring up Carson Kelly, 2 for 3. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be fouled back 0-1. Not balls anymore. Yeah. You know you're waiting for the bullpen to collapse. Yep. 5-star bullpen, exactly. 0-1 to Kelly. Looks like there's a little bit of a delay, but I think we're back in action. Lawrence again on the mound. Kelly at the plate. If you're just tuning in, yeah, the Cubs just exploded for 5 runs, and, well, there's no outs. The pitch, that's going to be a sinker down and away. It's 1-1 to Carson Kelly. One and one. Lawrence kicks and deals. That's going to be fouled back. It's 1-2. Lawrence means gone. Is that baseball? Yep. Local mom and pop pizza places. Yeah, I mean, down here in Texas, not really that many great ones. I discovered one about 2 months ago, and yes, it is pretty darn good. It tastes very similar to the Pennsylvania pizza places, man, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's my place to go for pizza. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So we can at least celebrate that. One down here for the Cubs. And that'll bring up Dansby Swanson 2 for 3 in today's ball game. How many hits this inning? A lot. Too many. Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me. Thank you for joining. Thank you. As that's going to be inside ball 1. So now he has the emojis. 5.4 ERA, and I knew, yeah. And thank you very much, Ryan. I appreciate it. Yeah, W. Ryan W. for sure. 1-0 to Swanson. That's a chopper to short. Pardon me. Griffin with it. Throws to first. And the throw. He throws it away. But then it comes back to first. But Horwitz couldn't quite get there in time. So Swanson will stay at first. He reaches on an error because he definitely would have been out. Griffin, just shocking. Again, he's another just not a good play. Griffin at short, honestly, defensively, a little bit of concern. A little bit of concern. So hopefully he cleans that up. And that'll flip the lineup over for Pete Crow Armstrong. Here is the pitch. Showing bunt, pulls back, it's in there. As Swanson takes second. The Cubs are going to keep on going. So Swanson takes second. Oh and 1, Lawrence readies. Oh, and I thought he was about to pick off Swanson. No, sir. Yep. Just the way it goes sometimes. 0-1. Lawrence sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be yanked to right. So that is a foul ball. That was crushed. And it's 0-2 to PCA. Last 2 weeks, Cubs went from first to last. Chicago-style pizza's hard to forget. Yep. I need to have that one day. 0-2 counts. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. We can at least celebrate that again. And now there's 2 gone to the top of the 7th. And that'll bring up Nico Horner, who is 2 for 4 in today's ball game. Tough scene. Tough scene for the Pirates. But, you know, Pirates, of course, a lot of, I think more Pirate haters on the Pirates than actual opposing fans. Pirates have been, 500 multiple times. And, of course, the fans are saying, oh, well, this last day will be 500 or above 500 or whatever the case will be. Here's the pitch to Horner. That's again the dirt ball one. But they've battled back every single time. They have battled back every single time. You really got to like that this team, they are not giving up. Obviously, again, a rough day today. But, again, days like yesterday do happen quite often for these Pirates. That's in there for a called strike 1-1. But on the flip side, well, hey, it's baseball. Any given day, anything can happen. And, Cubs making the Pirates pay today for sure. 1-1. The pitch. Sweeper down and away. It's 2-1 to Nico Horner. 241 likes. Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. The 2-1 missing inside. 3-1. 95 on the sinker. This place is going to go absolutely nuts when we walk this one off in an hour. There we go. Love the attitude. 3-1. The pitch. Inside ball 4. Lawrence just could not locate the strike zone. And now there's runners on first and second with 2 outs. And Michael Busch will be at the plate. He's 0 for 2 with 2 walks. They need bullpen help. They do. Thank you for the 6 Jules there. Thank you for the chili. 6 Jules. Appreciate it. Pirates have been on the ropes, but keep fighting back. They do. Hate their bullpen would have been just half of. We would have just won half the blown leads. Oh, yeah. We'd be in first place easily for sure. As that's going to be hit out to the right, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. Valdez is there. He's going to throw to the third. And not in time. Cubs 10, Pirates 4. So an RBI single for Michael Busch. Again, the Cubs losers of 10 in a row, and they put up 10 runs on the Pirates. Again, they have been getting beat up. Of course, everyone's kind of piling on them on social media, so that's just the way it goes. You knew eventually that they would get it going. Lawrence readies. Pickoff attempt, but it's back safe and sound. This inning's never going to end at this point. I wonder how long this half inning has been. It's been quite a bit. Appreciate you, user, for tuning in. Once again, I know, Ozuna. I know. The pitch. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. 0-1 Alex Bregman. This inning started 4-4. Yeah. I know. 6 runs in this inning alone. Absolutely brutal. 0-1. The pitch. That's in there for a called strike, and it's 0-2 to Alex Bregman. I honestly was debating to wear this because I kind of want to make it special. I wear it when we need it. That's what I should do. 0-2 the pitch. That's outside there. 96 in the fastball. 1-2 to Alex Bregman. So that's something I'm going to do. This is big jersey. I'll wear the jersey for a big game. That's what I'm going to do from now on. When the Pirates need a win, the jersey comes out. 1-2 the pitch. And that's going to be popped up, but that's going to become a souvenir. Please cover the children's eyes. Yeah, definitely. Sorry about your Pirates. Thank you, Seema. It's the way it goes. 1-2. The pitch, and that's going to be yanked to left. Reynolds is there to make the catch. The inning is finally over. The Cubs lead 10-4 after we entered this inning at 4-4. 10-4 Cubs over the Pirates. Bullpen is broken. It is. Yankees up 2-0. Disgusting. Went out and watered your garden, and your wife flowers and took the trash out, and we're still on the top of the 7th. I know. All right, again, due up for the Pirates for what it's worth will be Marcell Ozuna, Andy Rodriguez, and Esmeralyn Valdez. You know, Pirates put up 4 runs. That's not too bad. I mean, it's an average game in MLB. They can still do it. I definitely think they can score more runs. Can they get 6 more runs? I don't know. Losing streak was fun while it lasted. Yeah. Skeens will take care of business tomorrow. I hope so. Lady hasn't sung yet. I hope not. I think she's warming up the pipes, though. Again, thank you, CB. I appreciate it. Yeah. I'll be all right, though. It's just the way it goes. Got to power through. Again, thank you guys for your support of the channel. Make sure again to leave a like and sub to the channel. If everyone were to subscribe right now, we would hit 9,100 subscribers. We're 60 subscribers away from that. We are. We're moving on up. Slowly but surely, we are. Again, we're trying to get to 10,000 by the beginning of the NFL season. Definitely capable to do it. I think we have a shot at doing that in August, but hopefully we can get there as soon as possible. As I'm trying to build the visibility of the channel. More subs, the YouTube will promote me a little bit more. More likes, YouTube will push out the stream a little bit more to other people trying to catch a baseball game. So, yeah, make sure again to sub it up. It is free, and again, you're just going to be subscribing to a great sports channel. It really is. Yeah, sports fan. It's for the sports fan. It's for the real sports fan. That is who I am. And it's for you guys. All right, Marcell Ozuna, again, should be due up unless they pinch in for him, which I don't think I'll shed a tear for that. But there's no tears to be shed. Here's the pitch to Ozuna. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. I believe Phil Maton going to be the pitcher for the Cubs. 7.88 ERA. So if there's a guy that you can get something off, it would be this guy. 1-0 counts to Ozuna. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 1-1. Maton kicks and fires. That's going to be a sweeper away. 2-1 to Marcell Ozuna. Can't wait till July. Yeah, they got to make a June trade. June trades are more likely than May trades. May trades just never happen. June, more so. Almost hits Ozuna, but then he bends out of the way. 3-1. I don't know what just happened, but now the umpire's calling time. I don't know what just happened. They're 3-1 to Ozuna. Time to tie it up. You know it. I like that. Let's go. Time to tie it up. They can do it. We can do it. 3-1. And that's going to be sent out to left center. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Marcell Ozuna. I believe it's back-to-back games now with the hits. That might tie his longest hitting streak of the year. And you think I'm joking. You think I'm joking. I think that actually does. I really don't know, though. I'll have to look at it. All right, that'll bring up Endy Rodriguez, who has walked in both appearances today. I think positive. Oh, yeah, Mary. Still plenty of ball game left. Again, it's just one game. Pirates, again, did great yesterday. It's just the way it goes sometimes. That's baseball for you. Maton sets, rocks, and fires. That's going to be upstairs. Just missed 1-0 to Endy Rodriguez. Rodriguez with an OPS of 887. Yeah, that OPS is climbing. That misses upstairs 2-0. And the catcher, Kelly, is going to have a chat with Maton. Again, enters today with a 7+ ERA. And, yeah, the pitching coach is going to have a chat with him now. So, obviously, yeah, the Cubs a little bit worried that these Pirates, you get them on base. The Pirates will take advantage. Again, the Pirates, believe it or not, I believe they have the 5th or 6th most runs in all of baseball. So, at any given time, these Pirates can really get it going. Of course, it wasn't too long ago when we saw that yesterday, again, putting up 12 runs on the Cubs. No decision for Bubba. Yes, he will not get the loss. 2 games is his limit. Yeah, so next game. Tomorrow you just bench him because you know he's not going to get a hit. Go, Gadget. Yep, you can use him for anything. Do you have a Pirates robe? No, I don't think I'll ever get a Pirates robe. No, I don't think... No. 2-0 counts. That's going to be in the dirt. 3-0. Yeah. No robes over here. No bathrobes. No robes of any kind. 3-0 count. The pitch. That's in there for a called strike sweeper right down the middle. 3-1 to Rodriguez. Runner on first, nobody out. Maton sets, kicks, and delivers. Breaking ball in there for a call strike. Rodriguez taking off his shin guard and all. But no, sir. 3-2. The umpire rules it a strike. Would have been a strike. I imagine if he had the challenges, he would have challenged. It's a good pitch. Three and 2 counts. Maton sets, rocks, and fires. Inside, ball 4, another walk. Rodriguez now with 3 walks on the day. He just keeps walking. You may as well just take first every single time. Don't even just skip the plate. And that'll bring up Esmeralyn Valdez, 0 for 2 today. Maton sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be a breaking ball off the plate, ball 1. If I had to guess, I don't think Maton's going to last too much longer. I mean, especially if the Pirates get another runner or 2 on, which would, of course, imply they'd score. The 1-0, that's going to be in there for a called strike. 1-1. Valdez didn't like the call, but now that was a proper call. And, yeah, the Cubs are actually warming up Caleb Thielbar, the left-handed pitcher. Well, yeah, I imagine they do not want this to slip away as they are desperate for a win. That's inside, almost hit him. It's 2-1. Some of us would dig a Pirates robe. Yeah, well, that's probably not happening. Here's the 2-1 swing and a miss. Breaking ball 2-2. I don't know. I just feel like a jerk will wear a robe, to be honest with you. Like, now, if you wear a robe, I'm not saying you're a jerk, but if I were to wear one on stream, a Pirates robe, and it's all flashy, yeah, no, I don't know. It's not really me. The 2-2, that's going to be a tapper foul. Yeah. Don't think I wear a robe, ever in my life. I don't think that will happen. Just don't see it happening. 2-2 to Valdez. Runners on first and second, nobody out. The pitch, and that's going to be fouled back. Valdez staying alive. Maton at 17 pitches, and again is yet to record it out. Like I mentioned, again, the Cubs have a pitcher in the bullpen. The 2-2 Called strike 3, struck him out. Oh, backdoored him on the breaking ball. And that'll flip the lineup over for the Pirates, and that'll bring up Spencer Horwitz, 1 for 3 in this one. A pipe? No, definitely not. You can bring out your inner Ric Flair. Yeah, I'm good. Pirate flip-flops. Yeah, I think that's probably more in tune. Like I'm going to show my feet though on air. So that's going to be in there for a called strike. I know there's a lot of interesting people out there that like feet. My feet are nothing to take pictures at. The 0-1 to Horwitz. Checks his swing. Did he go? I don't believe he did. He did not. 1-1 to Spencer Horwitz. Go with those big... No. Yeah, I don't think that's ever happened. I think you have the wrong streamer. 1-1 to Horwitz. That is in there for a called strike. 1-2. I don't know if I gave that vibe. If I give that vibe, I'm very sorry. I'm actually kind of disgusted that I do. But, yeah, no, definitely more of a... I'm just a chill guy. You've seen the chill guy meme. The 1-2. Ground ball to first. Possible double play. There's one. And he is out at first. A double play. That is unfortunate for the Pirates. Kelly looking to see if they will challenge. That is so close. Pirates going to challenge. He's pointing at second and first, so the Pirates going to challenge the whole thing. Well, this would be interesting. I don't know what happened at second. What happened at second? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. At second, he looks like he's out. At first is really the interesting call. That is a tough one. I could not tell you. Wish they would freeze it. Can they freeze it? Oh, man, that is close. Appreciate you, Donna, for tuning in. Good night. Take care. An ascot from Scooby-Doo? Yeah, oh, for sure. They're taking a long time to look at this. I don't know. That is close. That's a tough one. Maton's still out there. I think the Cubs are thinking that he is safe. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. Make sure again to leave a like and sub to the channel. It is, of course, free as always. $0, 0 cents. And you can subscribe to Dr. Delay. Second place, second base, he's out. He is out at first. Double play. Took a while, but he is out. We go to the top of the 8th. Cubs 10, Pirates 4. All right, we'll check out again the scores. The Tigers 4, Angels nothing. Red Sox 7, Braves 0. Orioles, oh my gosh, 11-2 over the Rays. The Mets leading 3-2 over the Reds. Let's see, the Yankees leading 2-0 over the Royals. White Sox 5, Twins 1, and the Astros Rangers 2-2 as they're going to the 4th. All right. Looks safe to you. Yeah, it was close. It was really close. Intervene a second. No, it was just his foot briefly came up, but he was on whenever he was on prior to Endy getting there. Any players disappearing to the ground. Yeah, that's very interesting. Looks safe. Yeah, like I said, I don't know. It was close, but that's just the way it goes. It's just the way it goes. But regardless, it looks like the Pirates, barring a epic comeback, will be dropping to 29-27. The Cubs will get their 30th win of the year as they will be at 30 and 26. And of course, again, the Pirates will have an opportunity to avenge this potential loss. Again, we'll say potential. It's not over yet, but it's not looking good. Tomorrow, again, 6:40 Eastern, 5:40 Central, the Pirates and Cubs conclude their series in Pittsburgh, a 4-game series. Paul Skeens will be on the mound for the Pirates and Colin Ray for the Cubs. So a solid pitching matchup. We'll see if Skeens is back, because Skeens, again, has been kind of hit around his last few starts. All right, we're back in action. Justin Lawrence on the mound again as he looks at Ian Happ. Ian Happ looks at a pitch outside ball one. Ian Happ, of course, leading off for the Cubs, and that will be followed by Seiya Suzuki and Michael Conforto. 1-0 counts the pitch. That's going to be a chopper foul, and it's 1-1 to Ian Happ. Ian Happ 2 for 4, has a home run and 5 RBIs on the day. Brewers overcame a 7-inning no-hitter to win the game. They did. They did. 1-1 count. The pitch, as that's going to be skied into shallow. Well, not as shallow as I thought, as Cruz makes the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up Seiya Suzuki, 1 for 4 today. Player of the game is Ian Happ, apparently. That's what they're doing. Your call again. Thank you, Becky. Appreciate it. Lawrence sets and fires. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 96 on the fastball. 0-1 to Seiya Suzuki. (0-1) as that's going to be fouled back. 0-2. If you're just tuning in, yep, it's not looking good. You're a Pirates fan. Cubs leading 10-4 over the Pirates. Looks like Dennis Santana is warming up in the Pirates bullpen. 0-2, Lawrence sets and delivers. That's going to be a fastball way outside. 1-2 to Seiya Suzuki. The 1-2 from Lawrence. That's a sweeper in the dirt. 2-2 to Seiya Suzuki. Again, 10-4 Cubs leading over the Pirates. These games happen. Just the way it goes. Always a tough one to call, of course, for me. Because it's like, man, I definitely just, don't even want to look at the game anymore. But that's the way it goes as he fights this one off. That was a late swing there. I don't know how he made contact. 2-2, a breaking ball that was starting way inside, but ended up catching the plate. Suzuki doing a good job of getting a bat on it. I was going flat earth. Appreciate you, man, for tuning in. You're a Cubs hater. Well, not a good night for you. The 2-2, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Woo-hoo! 2 down, and that'll bring up Michael Conforto, who hit a 2-run home run in his last appearance. 1 for 1 on the night. So the Pirates play the White Sox eventually. I don't recall when, but they do eventually. Brewers dynasty looks unstoppable at this point. I don't know if they're a dynasty. It's pretty hard to call them a dynasty when they have not won a World Series, but they are pretty good. That's going to be upstairs ball 1. But they look pretty good this year for sure. Definitely will be in the thick of things in October. Would not surprise me. Again, I was pulling for them last year whenever they were playing the Dodgers. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be off the plate. 2-0. Appreciate you, Fear the Beard. Appreciate you, man. Good night. Take care. Yeah, it's definitely just a tough one. 2-0. Lawrence kicks and delivers. Breaking ball off the plate there. 3-0 Michael Conforto. But yeah, the Brewers are looking really good as of late. Again, they fought back to win today. They were getting no hits by Dustin May. Broke it up in the 8th and ended up coming back to win. 3-0, that's going to be way outside. He walks him. Carson Kelly will be up to the plate, but it looks like Kelly's going to take out Lawrence. So another pitching change, because why not? Let's extend this game even more. So Lawrence probably getting booed. I don't know. I can't hear anything. Santana is going to come out and hopefully finish things off here in the 8th. Winning the division is like winning the World Series for us. We put up banners. Oh, I got you. Yeah, I mean, I have no problem with the Brewers. I can't call them a dynasty. But yeah, no, the Brewers definitely, hopefully, if they play the Dodgers, again, I'm 100% pulling for them in the playoffs. Like anyone that plays Dodgers, really. But yeah, the Brewers, again, the Brewers fan base has been really kind to me, so, not going to get any hate. Not going to get any hate on my end. Do you like the Brewers? Yeah. Yeah, the smaller markets kind of stick together. They run it pretty well. They run it pretty well up there. Wish we got that support here. Well, Pittsburgh anyway. But anyway, again, thank you guys for tuning in. Obviously, it's a rough one, but again, if you did enjoy any of the call tonight, make sure again to like and sub. It is free. And of course, again, I'll be back tomorrow at 6:40 Eastern Time, 5:40 Central. So, at Game 4, the final game of the series for you guys tomorrow. I am looking forward to sleep. I am done. It would take a Pirates comeback to wake me up. Pirates are trying to copy the Cardinals. I really don't like this. They're waving their shirts. We got cones over here, man. We don't need those dang tarps. Dennis Santana, 5.24 ERA. Opponent batting average of 261. Santana looks to build some confidence with a solid outing. That would do it. Again, Carson Kelly 2 for 4. He'll be at the plate. Santana readies, rocks, and fires. Oh, and he hits Kelly. That's building confidence right there. First pitch just hitting him in the back. Kelly bat flips the hit by pitch. And that'll bring up Dansby Swanson. Looks like the Cubs will have some players with 6 at-bats today. Fastball up the ribs. I mean, I really doubt that's intentional. It just seems really weird. Swanson is 2 for 4 tonight. Again, thank you, Jesse James. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, just a rough game. All right, Kelly at first. Conforto at second. Pirates fans are leaving. They're done. They've seen enough. Santana delivers way outside. Ball gets behind him. He didn't realize it. And the Cubs will take second and third. What is it with gloves this year for catchers? Not able to catch. 1-0. Santana kicks and deals. That's going to be a fastball down and away. 2-0 to Dansby Swanson. First pitch by Santana hits him. Yep. Put Skeens in. Oh, 100% got to put Skeens in here. Dog, love you, man. Appreciate it, Jesse. Appreciate you, man. Trying to fight. I'll try to fight it off. The 2-0, that's going to be in the dirt, 3-0. Yeah, that's the side of baseball that I hate. Obviously, things are good when you're winning 10-4, but when you're losing 10-4, man, it is a drag. 3-0. The pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. 4-pitch walk. The move to the pen is looking really good, as that'll flip the lineup over for Pete Crow Armstrong. He was 1 for 4 with the walk. Again, of course, his lone hit was a 2 RBI double. So the Cubs grow up to be the Chicago Bears? I would say so. Yeah, that would make sense. Yes, Chicago really likes Bears, I suppose. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a called strike. 88 on the changeup on the outside corner, 0-1 to PCA. Oh and 1. The pitch. That's in the dirt. 1-1. Greg Brown saying the Cubs have not put this game away yet. They have not done it. That is true. Again, the Pirates can do it. They can put up some runs in some innings. They really can. 1-1 count. Santana kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Of course, the base hit by PCA would probably do that. Same problem we've had all year. Bullpen is horrid. Yep. Concur. I concur with that. And, of course, it doesn't help that Bubba, of course, allowing 4 runs. I mean, he's got to clean that up, man. He really does. 1-2 the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Woo-hoo! Regardless of how it went, Santana keeps the Pirates somewhat in the game. As we go to the bottom of the 8th, Cubs again leading 10-4 over the Pirates. I think Chicago named their teams after the stock market. Bulls and Bears. I got you. And thank you guys for hanging out. I just realized, well, no, I can't do all that. I need to really set up my buttons a little bit better. I don't know. Anyway, again, catch you guys later. I'm just kidding. Thank you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like and sub to the channel. It is free. That would be quite the pivot. All right, I'm done, but no. But yeah, again, I'll be back tomorrow, 6:40 Eastern, 5:40 Central, for the conclusion. Hopefully, again, the Pirates, you know, of course, you win the first 2 games. It'd be nice to win one of the last 2 to take the series. It would be great. Due up for the Pirates will be Brandon Lau, Brian Reynolds, and Nick Gonzalez. Speedy Gonzalez is sleeping. He will not be making an appearance on screen in the 8th. He will not be doing that. Maybe he gets a hit. Let's go, Bucks. Let's go. We just need some base runners with no outs. Yeah, for sure. Cleveland has an odd selection of team names. Yeah, the Browns. They had the Cavaliers, then the Indians, of course, and now the Guardians. Kind of random. Yeah. How's it going, Jorge? Let's get to 10 runs. Let's do it. Let's wake everything up. Let's wake me up. That'd be great. It'd be awesome to see a miracle come back. It would be. It'd be great. All right, again, Brandon Lau's at the plate. He's going to be leading off for the Pirates. He's 1 for 3 tonight. Again, had a 3-run home run earlier. That was his 14th home run of the season. The Indigenous Americans, I suppose so. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1. Somebody likes the 300. Yeah, we're closing in. I don't think we get 300. Caleb Thielbar, the new pitcher for the Cubs, 3.38 ERA. Thielbar delivers. That's going to be a chopper to second. And it's going to throw it to first for round number 1. Not the ideal way to start it off. The Pirates down to the last 5 outs. As that'll bring up Brian Reynolds, 2 for 3 on the night. Cowboys to me, the Cleveland Indians. Yep. They're all Browns to you. That's fair. That is completely fair. Thielbar readies as Reynolds batting from the right side. The pitch. That's going to be away. 1-0. Score a lot of points now. A lot of points. Though in baseball, though, I think they're called runs. Definitely more so. That's going to be hit to right. That'll be a base hit for Brian Reynolds. Reynolds with a 3-hit night, heating up before we get to June. That is pretty neat. And that'll bring up Nick Gonzalez, who was 0 for 3 tonight. Again, could use a hit as he's been seeing that batting average dip below. And it actually has dipped below 300. First time in a while. Here's the pitch to Nicky G. Checks his swing. That's going to be below the zone, ball 1. 7 consecutive home runs. I don't know if that happens. 1-0. The pitch. Chopper foul, and it hits off his knee. Gonzalez down. He is hobbling around. Well, you know he's going to be given the day off tomorrow for sure, just because of this. Jeez. Gonzalez getting looked at by the trainer and by Kelly. Today's his birthday, apparently. Happy birthday, Speedy Gonzalez. I'm going to put Speedy Gonzalez emoji in the chat for him. Happy birthday to Nicky G, though I'm sure that's not the birthday he wanted. 0 for 3 and then hit himself in the knee with the baseball. Pirates must have used all their energy last night. Yeah, I guess so. Well, I mean, again, they put up 4 runs. It's not bad. 4 runs that's an average game. They did fine. Again, just the pitching was just not good. And the defense as well. That's going to be in there, but it's not called a strike. 2-1 to Nick Gonzalez. There are giant guarding statues on the bridge near Indian Stadium that's where the name came from. Really? I didn't know that. 2-1. That's going to be chopped foul. 2-2 to Nick Gonzalez. Let's go, Pirates. There we go. Appreciate you guys with the Speedy Gonzalez. They aren't doing a good job guarding the city. They are not. 2-2. Thielbar sets. Rocks and fires. That's going to be a tapper. Back to Thielbar. Throws to second for 1. Throws to first. Not in time. So it's a fielder's choice. And there's 2 away. Again, did that on a messed up knee. That'll bring up Oneil Cruz. It's 0 for 3 tonight. Appreciate you, SB, for hanging out as always. Here's the pitch to Cruz. That's going to be a breaking ball outside, ball 1. One and 0. The pitch. That's in there for a called strike. 88 on the slider. 1-1 to Oneil Cruz. Thielbar readies, kicks and fires. Checks his swing. Does not go. 2-1. Yeah, this game is just kind of dragging along as that's going to be fouled back. 2-2. 2-2 here to Cruz. And if you're just joining in, well, what a time to tune in. 10-4 Cubs leading over the Pirates. Runner on first. 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th. Thielbar readies, kicks and deals. That's way upstairs, 3-2. To O'Neal Cruz. The pitch. That's going to be fouled back. Just made contact there, and it's still 3-2.
They are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
We let them off the hook. 3-2. The pitch. That's going to be a check swing, but that's a foul ball. Made contact with it. Still 3-2. Once again, a 3-2 count. Thielbar kicks and fires right down the middle. Called strike 3. He struck him out. We go to the top of the ninth, where the Cubs again lead 10-4 over the Pirates. May as well check them out anyway. Mets leading 3-2 over the Reds in the bottom of the seventh. White Sox leading 9-1 over the Twins. Yankees leading 3-0 over the Royals. The Astros 2, Rangers 2. Final scores from across the MLB. The Blue Jays over the Marlins 2-1. Indians over the Nationals 3-2. Brewers over the Cardinals 2-1. Mariners over the A's 9-1. The Diamondbacks 3, Giants 2, Phillies 3, Padres nothing, Orioles 11, Rays 2, Tigers 4, Angels nothing, and the Red Sox 8, Braves 0. There you go. Let them off the hook. We did. We did. Do it for the Cubs. Whenever we do return to action, let me actually make sure I have the proper. Yeah. It's going to be Nico Horner, Michael Busch, and Alex Bregman. Of course, that's barring any pinch hitters. Though I doubt we see that. I mean, it's still kind of technically, it's still doable. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out tonight again. We crossed, I believe, 275 or 276, 24 likes away from 300. But that is fantastic. That is fantastic. I won't really ask about that anymore. But I will ask again, if you haven't done so already, to hit that subscribe button. It is free, $0, 0 cents. And again, I'll just appear more on your YouTube feed, trying to push this channel into greater levels, trying to become a bigger channel. And yeah, this is what I do. I call games. So again, you like games? Well, I call them. So there you go. And I'll be back tomorrow with the conclusion of the series between the Pirates and the Cubs. As that's in there for a called strike, going 1 to Nico Horner. Dennis Santana on the mound still for the Pirates. 0-1 the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Horner's going to challenge, going to lose. That one definitely caught the zone. Cubs with 2 challenges. May as well use them. And there you go. Honestly, looking back at it, as soon as Chandler lost that challenge, I was like, man, that's not good. And I don't know, I guess it kind of just carried over. 0-2 to Horner. Santana sets and fires. Checks the swing. Did he go? He did not. 1-2. Santana readies and fires. That is going to be skied. Rodriguez giving it a good run. Rodriguez makes the catch by the Pirates dugout for out number 1. And that'll bring up Michael Busch, who is 1 for 3 today with a couple of walks as an RBI single in this one. Santana delivers outside. Ball 195 on the fastball. 1-0 to Michael Bush. Santana readies, kicks, and delivers. Fastball inside. It's 2-0. The pitch inside there on the slider, 3-0. And if you're just tuning in, a blowout is underway here in Pittsburgh. Cubs leading 10-4 over the Pirates. Cubs will be snapping their 10-game losing streak, barring a epic bottom of the ninth by the Pirates. The 3-0, and misses way outside, ball 4. Santana, again, just the command is just not there. And that'll bring up Alex Bregman, who's 2 for 5 on the night. Just not ideal. Santana checks on the runner. Rocks and fires. That's in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1 to Bregman. Oh, and 1. Santana delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, 94. Tied him up. Pirates with the loss will drop to 5.5 games back of the Brewers. The 0-2, that's going to be sent out to right. Valdez is already under it, though, and he makes the catch. I'm going to bring up Ian Happ, the Pittsburgher, who has had a great day. Again, 5 RBIs, of course, a homer. And they are showing the NL Central standings. Brewers 33-20, Cardinals 4.5 back at 29-25, Reds 29-25 as well, 4.5 back. Cubs will move to 30-26. They will be 4.5 back. And the Pirates will drop to last in the NL Central. And that is despite, of course, having a winning record. The pitch to Happ, that's going to be just below the zone, 1-0. Bob Feller would say tomorrow always a new opportunity in baseball. That is, yeah, that's very wise, very true. Very much the case. 1-0. The pitch. And that's going to be sent out to center field, left center. Reynolds is under it and makes the catch. All right. We go to the bottom of the ninth. The bottom of the ninth, the Pirates trailing by 6. Does the like button actually make a difference? If it did, someone would invent a way to boost it by hacking. Oh, yeah, people do cheat. People do cheat 100%. But yes, no, it does. It does. That is how. All right, let me go ahead and show you here. I can't see your screen anymore. Let's see here. So let's just show you some proof. All right, let's compare my stats. A small channel, 9,000 subscribers, which at the time, of course, for the college football games, much smaller channel. Miami, Ohio State, 161K. Alabama, Indiana, 104K. Ole Miss and Georgia, 103,000 people. Again, college football, really good for the channel. If, again, you need proof that I'm pretty darn good at this, there you go. That is me at my best when it comes to football. And we'll compare it to Jaguar Gator, much bigger channel, 73,000 people. He covered the same game, 120,000. Miami and Ohio State. I had 161. Alabama and, let's see, where's Alabama and Indiana? I don't even see it. But yeah, he covered every single game, and I got more views. When it comes down to it, likes push up the stream more. It shows YouTube. And same thing with the NFL, by the way. I beat him in the NFL. You know, it's just what I do. a smaller channel, I'm punching above my weight class when it comes to views. So, yeah, likes are a huge deal. It's not even close. That's why I ask you for it. Hopefully I receive it. And, yeah, it just tells YouTube, hey, you know, this guy's pretty good. Hey, you know, might have to push him up a little bit more in the feed. So, yeah, definitely it does help a lot. All right, Connor Griffin going to be leading things off for the Pirates. Connor Griffin 1 for 3 today. Of course, hit a solo shot home run. Roberts on the mound for the Cubs as that's going to be sent out to right. Suzuki is making a run. Suzuki can't make the catch as that's a foul ball. 0-1 to Connor Griffin. But yeah, let's do it for the Pirates. Connor Griffin, Marcell Ozuna, and Andy Rodriguez. Here comes the walk-off. That's what we need. Another example of that, Joey Wagner sometimes, I don't know if he's calling the game tonight, but he has a bigger channel than me, and I do get more views. It's because of the like button. It's because of that like button being pushed. 0-1 count to Griffin. That's me breaking ball way away, and it's 1-1. Yeah, you can search up Cubs Pirates. There's probably people calling this game, or, you know, having a stream of it. And because of the like button, I get pushed up the feed. More so in your face. 1-1 to Griffin. That's going to be a chopper to second. He gathers and throws to first. Griffin is out. 2 outs remaining for the Pirates. And that'll bring up Marcell Ozuna. 1 for 3 tonight. Most likely his career, or not career high, season high 2-game hitting streak. Pirates get a better winning more games to cause more excitement would boost your channel. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. 100% the pitch. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. Definitely would. If the Pirates kind of tail off, obviously it'll be kind of a bummer. But that's why I do the other games. I have a safety net. 1-0. That's going to be just missing there with the sweeper. 2-0. How's it going, Barry? Welcome on in. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for the content. You're very welcome. Very welcome, Barry. Definitely not be saying your full name. Followed that guy on Twitter, but then I was blocked. Unfortunate stuff. Here's the 2-0. That's going to be found back, and it's 2-1. It ticks me off because I like Barry. Sports troll. But he blocked me for arguing a basketball comment. I don't even care about basketball. But he just was saying stupid stuff about LeBron. I don't like LeBron, and he was just praising this guy. And I'm just like, I just called it out on it, then he blocks me. I'm like, really? That's so lame. Ozuna sends this to right center. Pinker Armstrong's under it, and he makes the catch. And the Pirates are down to their last outs. And he's a YouTuber, too, so if I ever were to partner with him, just ever, I'm going to call him out like, what the heck, man? Unblock me, for one. Andy Rodriguez, again, he walked in all appearances tonight. 3 walks for Andy Rodriguez. OPS now north of 900 because of it. He is a walking machine. Just a good old Irish surname. I guess so. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike, 0-1. Yeah, I don't think I can still repeat that, though. But Barry's good. Barry will work. Or maybe I'll just call you MC. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside, 1-1. It's going Chris, welcome on in. Good to see you, man. Good to see you once again. Yeah, LeBron, not a fan of LeBron. And I think it was part of it. Yeah, LeBron, and yeah, he just loves LeBron. He doesn't like Brady, but he likes LeBron. It's kind of weird. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be breaking ball outside, 2-1. New sub. Oh, yeah, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Barry. No, I know you're not that Barry. Yeah, no, you're good. Appreciate you, Barry. 2-1. Robert sets and fires. That's going to be fouled back, and it's 2-2. Yeah, I try to at least welcome everybody. Obviously, I'm going to miss people. It's just the way it goes. But I try to, again, I'm a small channel. Least I can do, of course, is to acknowledge people that are tuning into the small channel. Like, I really do appreciate that. I'm not just saying that. I really do. All I do ask for is a chance. 2-2 to Rodriguez. That's outside. Ball 3. 94 in the cutter. But definitely, again, growing and growing and growing. Slowly but surely. Count is full to Rodriguez. Robert sets and fires. Outside, ball 4. This guy just walks. 4 walks for Rodriguez. Maybe, I don't know, if MLB The Show ever has a, I don't know, quirks, which I guess they do have, like, those quirks or X factors. They need to have intimidation for Endy Rodriguez. They just can't find the strike zone against this guy. So that's going to be in there for a called strike. Esmeralyn Valdez 0 for 3 on the night. Evan likes to 290. There we go. 0-1 to Valdez. The pitch. That's going to be a chopper to short. Probably, yeah, tosses. Oh, he drops it. Throws to first. And he's out. Valdez was hustling. Swanson was going to toss it to second. Drops the ball. Then he picks it up and fires to first. And that is your ball game in Pittsburgh. Chicago ends the massive losing streak as they are back in the win column. Getting win number 30 on the season. They're now 30-26. The Pirates fall to 29-27. And, of course, we'll be back tomorrow for the conclusion of the series. Yeah, appreciate you, Chris. Yeah, no, good for you guys. Hopefully, though, we can send you back to the losing column tomorrow. Because, obviously, I want the Pirates to win. It's not personal. It's just business. It's just, you know, business. And I also love the Pirates. So, yeah, again, 10-4 Cubs winning. And that's pretty much it. I am tired. I will catch you guys later. Again, 6:40 Eastern Time tomorrow, 5:40 Central. Game 4 of the series. Paul Skeens versus Colin Ray. So hopefully Skeens can get back on track as he's had a couple of bad games. And he's going to need to do something tomorrow because we're getting a little bit worried about him. A little bit worried. Just a wee bit. But, yeah, that'll do it for me. You guys all have a great rest of your night. I'm Dr. Delay. You're listening to, of course, Pirates Baseball on the Dr. Delay Network. Like and sub. It is free. I'll see you guys tomorrow night right here on the Dr. Delay Network. Good night and take care.
Scoreboard glowing through the summer haze. Crowd still buzzing from the final play. Some teams celebrate, some walk away. But tomorrow brings another game. Fastballs under the city lights. Late night drives and highlight nights. Every inning tells a story new. And we got to live it here with you. One last inning before the lights go low. Another baseball night in the books now. From coast to coast, every team, every town. Dr. Delay signing off for now. From the Bronx to the Western Coast, Chicago Knights and St. Louis Hopes, Dodger blue and Pittsburgh gold. Every season writes its soul. Seattle rain and Texas heat, Atlanta crowds on their feet. 30 teams chasing October dreams. Baseball means more than it seems. Yeah. Black and gold, vodka by the river shine. PNC lights look good. summer still feels there. And when the final out fades away, we'll see you next time on Dr. Delay. One last inning before the lights go low. Another baseball night in the books now. Thanks for riding with us through every play. Good night from Dr. Delay.